Mm-hmm.
That's why I got you guys to come with me. I'm not going to go that alone. No. I'm just gonna find some high rights. Like camera. Just watch the show.
Okie dokie. Well, we're live. So, welcome everybody to the Cyberpunk Red campaign. We've been on break for a little while from this, but good to be back. We are down 2 players today. Unfortunately, they had some personal business to deal with IRL, and yeah. But we still got 3 big players here, and thankfully we do have a specific thing planned already for the 3 of them to participate in. So, generally speaking, that's the only kind of like back info to provide for why we're down 2 people, and there's really nothing more to say than that. So, before we get underway, is there anything we need cleared up before we go? Alright. Well, then let's get underway. Welcome everyone to the Cyberpunk Red Campaign episode 10. Last time, our party arrived in Night City and spent the night at the local trauma team headquarters due to the connections provided by, I almost said Caboose, provided by Paladin. They then unfortunately had to report to the young child Mira of her mother's death, which resulted in her running away in a panic. However, whilst on the street, she was not approached by any seedy or urchy characters, at least seemingly. She was approached by an individual that you all came to know as White Man, which, unfortunately, the Litany's character will not be very active this session, but regardless, White Man certainly seems to have a debonair vibe to him, very unique, and he offered to introduce you all to the city. You all followed him out of the trauma team headquarters and back to his apartment complex and to his crib. There you got to see some pretty showing signs of the kind of person he is. He's a tinkerer. He likes to build and play with mechanics and technology. And he seemed to hit it off with Eddard quite quickly, both through that avenue and the fact that he had an appreciation for Mira. Whilst there, and also, I'm a little backtracking here, also, while during all of that drama, you all got to meet a interesting character by the name of CK. CK, I'm not even going to give you a detailed intro because I think we established you quite well last session. On a pervy media reporter. There you go. I'll give you that summary. How about that? Anyway. Well, through the connections that CK has established in his time in Night City, he has made a few contacts and successfully gotten a list of potential places for you all to lay down roots inside the city. And the 2 options that you are most curious about looking into was an abandoned warehouse, which what you were told was a slightly more pricey, but not as expensive as an actual proper warehouse purchase, mainly because it A, was abandoned, and B, may very well contain some seediness to itself. It's a shady location with a shady buyer offer. And the other option you were provided was an apartment building in the middle of the city, which you don't have all the details for, but you were told it was the cheapest option. So, we left off with the 3 of you, that would be Sully, CK, and Longshot, on their way to check out the apartment. So, you're on your way. Is there anything you're going to be doing along the way? Looking for a shop, looking for any kind of particular store or side alley where some shady stuff going on? I don't know. Is there anything you guys are looking for as you peruse through the city? Which, keep in mind, you guys are in kind of the lower income area. This is very much the under the bridge kind of vibe place. You altitude wise in the city, you're probably in the next to the sewers, you're in the lowest location. You can see bridges, high rises, and skyscrapers all above your heads. You could hear the drum of trucks and vehicles going by, and the echoes of distant gunfire and explosions as gang wars are all constantly raging throughout the city. But in the area you're currently in, it's mostly just a dirty side street. There's a bunch of nonchalant characters walking around, people with cyber limbs, some who look quite meaty, so no cyber limbs. It's a good variety of people, and quite a few of them are very interesting looking. So, what are you guys up to as you make your way?
I don't expect us to be able to buy anything. But I would definitely check if there's any robbers, anyone who looks like he steal something from our pockets. Since we are
Okay. So since you're in so you're giving those shops a wide berth. Would you all say you're the same? All right. Okie dokie. Hold on. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Sorry, it's OBS. Windows updated last night, so it reset all my audio stuff. They heard me, but they didn't hear you guys. So let me just fix that.
Oh,
That's okay. So good thing I got that right then, because the most that we've established is they're avoiding shops because they don't have a lot of eddies. That's it. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
Fucking Windows
could
updates.
have been worse.
we're poor.
Oh,
Poor
you're
people.
What?
Ah, you got money you can share, right?
No, I didn't say anything.
What? Your money, comrade? Don't you mean our money?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
While
Communism.
these muscle heads are doing their thing, I'm going to use my radio scanner to check the local radio waves for anything that might be interesting. And I'm also going to use my descrambler if I need to descramble any more sophisticated signals. It's going to do a general search of the radio waves.
Okay. So, you start rotating through the different radio signals, and some of them are pop music, some are country. You're going through quite a variety. And then you get to one of your favorite more so one of your favorite kind of news segments. And let me see, I have a voice for this. Crap, what'd I do with it? I hate it when I do that. 1 second. Voice changer, don't fail me now. Okay, there we go. Hello, welcome Night City to the Dark Radio, Dark Radio. Hello everyone, this is your head host of Dark Radio. My name is Mech. Good to see all of you, or I guess hear all of you. Now, before we get back to our regular segments of random, quirky little songs we like to play, we got some interesting news. So, all of you have probably heard the rumor that there was just a bit of a shockwave outside on the Badlands. We have yet to get a full detailed report, and NCPD, as you all quirkily know, aren't exactly forthcoming with the details. Despite that, I am offering a ransom to anybody with detailed information, over 10,000 eddies if you can provide evidence on top of it. Yes, that is right, Dark Radio are willing to pay for good info. Keep in mind, if you do not have evidence and you call my dumbass with some stupid bullshit without any kind of evidence at all, and you just start throwing crap at me, you won't see a goddamn edit from me. That's right, Night City, I'm playing for keeps here. Give me the real shit or don't call me at all. Anyway, that's it from me. Anyway, enjoy your local tunes. and then you start hearing like a jaunty tune. It really is like just like a techno instrumental station for the most part, but they do have occasional news segments.
So what was the station called again?
Dark radio.
Dark radio. Okay.
As I would say, just a little bit edgy. Just a hinge.
Okay,
Smudge.
that is what I expected, but okay, so it's only radio stations that are on, no like ham radios, private communications, anything
That's a completely different set of frequencies. You can try and tap into that, but that's going to be a lot more guesswork.
Well, I can just do a quick scan because my radio scanner allows me to scan all radio bands in a mile radius that can be used.
Okay. So you're just doing a broadband search. You're not looking for a specific signal.
I just want to find anything that sounds interesting, so maybe some perception or anything like that.
Let's do library search for that one. Roll me library search.
Library search, right on. Location. Library search.
Okay. I'd say on your move there's a slight higher DV, but 17 is still good. So you're cycling through the different signals after you go get off the radio bands, and now you're looking for more like custom radios or custom signals, patchworks. And you kind of zoom through. You hear the local police radio, but it's unintelligible because it's like a million different calls going on at once. Like there's a robbery on 2nd and Mayweather. There's a hostage situation in progress, Corpo District. You know, like you're just hearing a million and one different calls across the police band radio. So it's basically unintelligible unless you're like specifically in the radius of the radio. For example, like they send out specific calls to specific officers that are nearby. So, but you're just getting all of the information at once. So it's pretty much unintelligible, and there doesn't seem to be any communication about anything interesting. But you know, as you work through, you get onto you hear static as you go over a specific bandwidth, and it's not like the standard static where it's like this one has more like there's almost a tone behind it. And though you can't breach that, you know that means someone is hiding their signal.
Can I use my descrambler to try and get that?
Yeah. I believe that would be basic tech to use the scrambler.
Basic. Let's see.
I don't think that's advanced tech.
Oh, I know I have it. It's like allows the user to scramble and okay, yeah, scramble or descramble communications. So let's try.
You do your best, but you don't seem to be able to get the exact wavelength that it's descrambled on. The most you do get is you do get a couple bits and bobs of the sentence, and it seems the most you're able to get is weirdos, trauma team, kid, white man.
Okay, can I note down? I'm gonna note down the frequency.
Yep. The frequency is 1201-1.
1201-1. 1201-1. Okay. And I'm gonna just note it down for future reference if I want to listen into it again.
All right.
Right. And now that this is done, I am just going to I'm going to be constantly on the lookout with using my amplified hearing to keep one ear tuned if I hear anything suspicious around us while walking, like a passive perception check, if you can do that.
Yeah.
Basically, if I can sense any unnatural sound, anyone approaching us faster than usual, or anything like that, I'm just going to be ready. And then I'm going to just turn to Longshot and Sully and be like, "So, friends, it's kind of weird how you got into the host city. I've heard some things, but how did you end up in the promo ward exactly?"
Way too close to an explosion. Way
Oh,
too close to an explosion.
Well, you mean a normal explosion? I didn't hear that they put people in trauma ward just for a boom or something.
Depends on the boom. If it's
Well,
bad enough. And let's
what?
just say Paladin at least knows some of them.
That is understandable. The big guy maybe looks like a trauma team. Ah, but
It's actually a girl, even if you can tell.
oh,
It's a beast.
right. Oh, okay.
Also, she will crush your skull with her thighs if you are into that.
yes, no, duly noted.
I mean,
Right.
you are
So,
into a lot of weird things. I'm not quite sure what goes outside of your spectrum.
well,
Use.
let's just say I like to.
Guys.
Yes, I like to experiment, but we shall see. Yes. Where are you coming from? I didn't ask that as well. Like, where exactly were you heading from?
Let's just say the last area where we are was a bit too many corpos running around, and it got kind of uncomfortable.
Good. Hang on. There was something about Militech and Arasaka doing some, like, a bit away. Don't tell me you have something to do with that, don't you?
I would never ever get into those kind of troubles.
Right, so you caused it. Okay.
I
We
have
should talk about that.
no way to say that I caused this. This is completely a
Okay,
lie.
so I gotta clarify this as the DM. Are you actually trying to hide it from him, long shot?
I am
are you-
being abstruse to the point that he's not immediately
I am going to use
saying it
my
all.
voice detection to see if he's lying. My voice stress analyzer.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember if there's a
Right,
roll for
let me-
that. Is there a roll for that?
Human. It gives me 2 to human perception and 2 to interrogation, so I can use either depending on what I'm doing.
This would be human perception. Interrogation is more like if you're actually asking him pointed questions and trying to.
I am doing more of a human perception. I'm asking pointed questions, but I'm not trying to force him to say
You're not
anything.
trying to press him.
Well, yes, I'm not suicidal, after all.
All right, so human perception, and it gives you a bonus of 2, but you have to add manually.
Not
that you need it, okay.
It's at it automatically.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. So yeah, he's definitely playing coy, and
Oh yeah, I can.
you no doubt about it. He knows something, and he knows quite a bit.
Hmm. Yeah, I figured I need to get some more information out of him, but anyway. Then I'm going to just smile at him. I was like, yes, of course, old friend. So, Sullivan, was it? Or Sully, how we prefer. What's your deal then?
Well, met him a while back. Some small place. The words we. Well,
Anything interesting that happened with you? Like, well, it seems like you've been through quite a while, let's say. I would like to chat a bit, but let's maybe across a drink, something, like a few old pals, just talking about old stuff, you know.
don't drink much myself.
Of course. We can figure something out. Right. I am going to also again try to use the same thing to figure out if he is nervous about the conversation or how he's reacting.
All right, and so if you're gonna contest it, I believe to contest, is there crap? Is there a deception roll? I know there is a counter to it. I just don't know which one it is. It's not acting. Acting would be an actual performance of some kind. You're just trying to not show anything. I guess it would be persuasion. Yeah. So you, if you're gonna contest him looking at you, roll persuasion, and you have to roll human perception again on Sully.
Ooh,
by
so
1.
close.
So you do your best and you think you're reading him properly, but underneath his mask and his demeanor not even shifting as you talk to him, you can't read him. He is stone cold.
Well, I think I have enough from long shot to figure out what's going on. So I'm not gonna push anymore because I don't want to scare them away. And we're just gonna continue walking, trying to do some just idle chit chat. So, how long till we get to the apartment?
As you guys walk, you come to the designated place on your GPS, on your agent. So within another 5 minutes of walking, you guys arrive and you see this really long, like you basically are on the edge of town by the coast, like you actually see the water line. And there's a gated in area. The gate is superficial at best. There's a bunch of cut in holes in it, parts that have been burnt off by unknown weaponry or unknown discharges. The whole street block has seen some damage, like some of the road has been blown up, and there's some burnt car chassis all over. And the apartment complex is just this giant concrete box, effectively. And you see people like walking around, chilling, and there's people clearly people living here, but it's not a really ideal situation. The general outline of the building, as you're looking at it, is there are concrete like windows and openings and stuff along the way there that are projecting like hollowed out like blurriness on the outside, so you can't see inside the building. But there's protruding lights. The place is clearly powered. And there are, like I said, there's people walking around. It is a livable area. Just not ideal.
I would look around a bit and go, kind of reminds me of home, but that's not the best thing in a living place. This place looks like someone has been shot.
Well,
At least a few times.
knowing the local places, probably, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
To be honest, about what I expected from an area like this.
I mean, if we could actually repair a fence around it, it would probably be decent, and it would have a lot of space.
Fair, but
But as
how
an
long do you think that'd
apartment,
take?
Hmm?
How long do you think that'd take?
A few weeks,
Hmm.
probably. I mean, I'm not an expert, and you aren't either. So,
Asmo, is there a way to resize my token? It's a bit big.
I have no idea why your token's so big, but yeah, I should be able to just click on it and reduce size.
Ah, there we go.
yeah.
Yep. Here you go.
Right then.
Doesn't seem like the worst place.
Well, we shall see, and I just look at my companions to. Oh, I'm just gonna tell them. Let's be careful around here. We don't know who we exactly may be dealing with. So let's try and be cordial. Just
Yeah, sure thing.
stay behind me and keep a watch of honor on my back.
That's what you say. But how likely is it that you're gonna get shot?
I am not going to answer that. Right. So we are going to start heading towards the entrance, I guess, anywhere where there's be a reception area or a management or whatever.
All right. In terms of areas that look like that, it would be right here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head there. Sully, can you add your token as well, just so we can know where we all are? Just drag it on.
Yeah, I can remember how that works.
Click on your name and just drag it on the screen. On
Yeah.
the
There it is.
It's
Journal.
literally click and drag.
yeah, there we go.
Alright.
CK. Who told you of this place just to be curious?
Let's just call her a female friend of mine. She is trustworthy. Well, as trustworthy as they can be, but I think we should be fine.
You
And,
didn't
as
sleep with her friend or anything like that, right?
I am just going to ignore that and walk carefully and looking around to see if there's anyone in.
All right. So you walk in, the doors open up, and immediately a pistol is pointed right at your head.
Oh, hi, hello. I'm CK. Surely you've heard of me, and I was sent here because I heard there was accommodation at offer. I'm just gonna smile with the gun.
Right. So the first thing you notice about the gun, since it's right in your face, is that it's got a pinkish purplish kind of design all over it, and like a little trinket hanging off the side by a chain that looks like a little doll's head with dyed hair. Now you know this is a very common thing to see amongst the street gang of the Mox. This color is theirs. It's very purple, pink, kind of brighter color. And that little doll's head looks just like their symbol.
Okay, I'm going to look past the gun to see who's holding it and to judge if they are going to shoot me or not.
You see a 5'6", fairly short little girl, but I say girl. She's clearly an adult woman. Probably you'd say no older than 20, and no younger than 18, 17. She's got a very interesting attire. She has a really tight skirt that just ends at the very top of her knees. It's bright purple like her gun is. And in terms of her up, she's got a crop top with these odd kind of vest looking top with no sleeves. It's kind of denim, but she does seem to have some kind of pull-on glove that's fingerless, and it goes all the way up to her elbow, and that's on both hands. You can see quite a few tattoos around her neck, and she has a teardrop tattoo next to her left eye. And both her eyes are cybernetic, and they have a purple rim around the outside of her irises, which the irises themselves are colored blue, like a bright blue. And she has a very long braid on her head, and that basically her head is all of her hair has been put in this really long braid that goes. She's put it around her front, and it goes all the way down to her navel.
Okay, I'm going to put on my most charming smile and just see if she reacted to my raised hands and my what I said. Is there any reaction? Does she lower the gun or anything?
She's currently looking you over quietly.
Also, I'm going to
over his shoulder and just look at the gun to check what kind of gun it is.
It is a very
the
heavy
gun is-
pistol.
Ooh.
That you can tell at a glance. Anything else, you'll have to roll weapons tech.
Yeah. Let me look if I even have points in that. Because I don't think I do. I mean, I can roll. Meh. Probably nothing I'm familiar with.
It's not a familiar design, but you do know it's a very heavy pistol.
Right. So while the is all happening, I'm just going to look at her. I'm going to mention who sent us. And I'm just I forgot the her nickname. What was it? What was the lady's name again?
Crap.
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
I have it written down, but I don't have
Well, yeah,
that.
I'm going to mention the lady that sent
Okay.
us, and I'm just going to look at the girl and be like, and I'm sure. Well, I wouldn't want to make a beautiful girl like you have to dirty the floor with blood now, would we? Let's just talk business, all right?
Fine. She said she was sending some possible renters. Didn't realize she was sending CK. Ah, well. She kind of does like a flourish, like roll of the gun, like like standard like Western style, like, and she puts it in a holster behind her back.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to slowly
I
lower
would
my hand.
peek over his shoulder, grin at her, and tell her I do respect women with big guns. Everyone should.
Good. Then you'll definitely get along with the Mox. Which, by the way, we own this apartment building. We recently lifted it from some rivals. And we've been looking for tenants. Good thing she finally found somebody.
Well, I'm sure that the Mox are a beautiful landlords. We can always trust you to keep the peace around, and it must have been a big, showdown. Too bad I wasn't here to see it. It's been a big, good PR for you guys. But next time. And I'm going to carefully walk around her and go towards the couch.
All right. She kind of just sits back and leans against the desk. So, I suppose you're here to negotiate what your rent will be? Did you want to check out the place before we talk any prices?
Yes, please.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Not that we
If
don't
it-
trust a nice woman, but you know.
If it's not too much trouble for you, that would be nice.
All right. Follow me.
Yeah. Right.
So she brings you guys around here. And
But, okay, can I just say, while we're walking, I'm going to, look around first, and then look at our leader more carefully.
okay. What are you
If
looking
he's
for?
checking out her ass, I'm gonna snip his head.
Well, I'm gonna try and be sneaky about it.
Okay. Now that you get a look from behind her, she's got the back of her neck is tattooed Moxie, which again is what the name of the Mox is kind of after. It's Moxie. So that's tattooed in the back of her neck, and where the crop top kind of hits, and it's around her rib cage down. She has a tramp stamp that's clearly been attempted to be scraped off. She's got a large scar over it, but there was clearly ink there. It's just hard to make out what it was. And in terms of her assets, she's got the full bakery.
Good. Okay, carry on.
All right. So she leads you guys along and brings you to the first door on the first floor. Now, of course, most of the rooms are going to look like this. Keep that in mind, no matter what floor we're on. The only real difference or advantage you get for higher levels is, it's harder to get to them if someone's after you, but it's also harder to get out of the building if you're on a higher level. Other than that, no real major differences. And she inputs a code on the door, really very quickly, and the door slides open. Follow me. That seemed to be all right. There we go. Alright, so I did have to use a pre-made art asset for this, so I'm going to make some alterations to what you're actually seeing. So, relatively speaking, this wall right here, pretend it doesn't exist.
Mm.
Okay.
And this bathroom doesn't exist. Actually, over here, it's more of a kitchen area. And there's no bed. So it's just the one bed, a long couch, a TV right here, and there's a desk right here, which can also be used as a dinner table.
Okay, so we've got one bathroom here, one kitchen here.
Yep.
And
Right.
if we really tried, we could probably fit in another small bed.
Probably. Like a cot. Or a
How
twin.
many people would that fit comfortably?
Well, you can fit 2 people or a person and a half on the couch. You can fit 2 people on the bed. If you put in a twin or a cot, you can put 1 person on that. So, about 4 or 5 people, max.
4 or 5, or about 15 Chinese people.
Well,
Hmm.
that should be okay for you guys, right? Because I can just sleep somewhere else for the time being.
I mean, from the size, that's fine enough for us too.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna put a paladin inside of here, that's gonna
Yeah, that'd definitely cramp up
load the
size.
size.
I have more rooms available, by the way. Like I said, they all look like this. But generally speaking, we have very, very few other tenants right now.
I can imagine.
Right, and so what would that pleasure cost us, per se?
Each room, we charge a monthly rent. Right now, it's set at about 500 eddies every month.
500 a month. Okay.
That does include utilities, lucky you. I won't lie, part of that's mainly because we got a deal on the utilities front.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna look at my 2 companions and say,
I think that's in our price range. I'm gonna
That
look over at
looks-
Sully.
that is quite a decent deal indeed.
And
Oh.
keep in mind, the mocks do not accept late payments. If we come collecting and you give us bullshit, the lip service we'll provide you will be on your corpse. Got it?
Oh, I'm sure my friends here are very good at paying on time. At least, well, they were when we worked back then. Oh, anyway.
I mean,
I'm
would
sure-
never go about not paying. That's never a good idea. If
Not
you're
in
gonna live
this city.
somewhere.
Right, wonderful then. Well, we do need to go and talk with the other people that are in the group, but well, and I turn that back to the lady. How may I contact you? Maybe if you give me your number, perhaps, or anything,
Sure thing.
or
I'm
something.
gonna send him over my number.
Okay. I am going to ignore Longshot's jokes.
And I'm gonna go for the lady and tell her, we got another apartment that we're gonna look at and we're gonna come back.
Sounds good to
And
me.
Do not, under any circumstances, flirt with CK. He's like a hound with
Flirting?
a bone.
Oh, no! I was not flirting. I was just being cordial. You know, I like to be friends with people.
Trust me, hon, you aren't gonna be flirting with me very much. I may be a pro, but I don't go cheap.
I am certain of that. Right then, shall we go? And I look at Dragonis slightly, well, with a slight
I have
daggers
the
in my
broadest
head.
grin on my face ever. Sure thing.
Rightio then.
The name's Evangeline, by the way, if you need to find me for
shot.
whatever reason. And I'll give you my number, honey, since you didn't ask. She's pointing at you, Sully.
Alright.
Thanks. She pulls out her agent, clicks a couple buttons on the side, and yours vibrates. You now have her number.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. And if you find anybody else while you're out and about looking for a place to live, fairly on the cheap, send them my way. Mox is always happy to take in tenants, especially if they follow the rules of the Mox. See ya.
Duly noted. Right, and then I'm going to walk casually out.
I'm gonna look at CK. Please do not try to get with the Mox. Please.
Listen, that is always strategy, okay? I have to keep up appearances.
Yes,
I am not.
I would
that
personally
crazy.
I would personally like to live somewhere.
Okay, I am not mixing business with pleasure. All right. Cheap. Be calm about it. I was just playing around, trying to stretch my legs. I haven't had much practice now.
If you say so. From what I've seen, you've got a lot of practice.
All right then.
So you guys see a shirtless, tattooed guy just behind the fence of this place. He's like waving at you guys. He's waving at you guys to come towards him.
I'm gonna look at Longshot and see and Sully is like, friend of yours?
I have never seen this man in my life.
Not one that I know.
Which does not mean much, to be honest, because I'm not that long overseas.
Okay, I am going to look back at the man and trying to determine if I can, can I figure out what he's like a ganger, or just a regular old homeless person or whatever?
Yep, pretty easily. And you're a little bit distance away, so it's hard to see his tattoos. But, And do you want to approach, or do you want to try and see from the distance you're at?
I am going to, start approaching him slowly, but I'm going to stop before I reach him, where I'm in an earshot of him, and I'm just going to look at him and say, yes?
Alright. Alright. So, as you approach, you see his tattoos. The man is Asian with a really long mohawk that kind of folds in front. It's a green mohawk. And both of his eyes are cybernetics. Not the same kind that you're used to seeing where it's like an actual eyeball implant. It's more like two protruding like optical lenses. Kind of like goggles, but they're coming right out of his head. His mouth has a kind of broken line around the edges that kind of trails down onto his jaw and onto his neck. So you could tell that whatever that cybernetic is, it's meant to like splay open. So his mouth is designed to break open much larger. You don't know what for, but it's a pretty obvious implant. And generally speaking, outside of that, he's got one cybernetic arm that has 3 digits to it, similar to Taggard's, to Tully's, but clearly newer school. Like this is not an old school tech. This is more modern augmentation. And it clearly is built for boxing. It's got a hard-plated knuckles around it that have a slight serration to them, so it's clear that's built for brawling. The other arm is organic with the ring finger being mechanical, and that's it. And the rest of him seems to be flesh. He's mostly meat.
Okay, so from this distance, can I recognize any? Can I try and figure out who he is, where he's from, or anything from his appearance?
Do you want to roll, or do you not want to roll?
Well, I have my suspicions, so maybe I should roll.
Okay. Because if you roll, I can confirm. I could tell you what he might like, what you could guess at based on the details.
Yeah,
without it.
I would like to roll.
Okay. So roll ahead and perception.
Okay.
All right. He's very clearly a Tiger Claw, which is another gang in the city, and technically speaking, the arch enemy of the Mox.
Okay, when I realize that, I'm just going to, because I'm slightly behind Longshot, and I presume Sully is next to us as well.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try and be one step behind them, and I'm going to try and just tap Longshot on the back in a way to say, okay, careful now. Like, basically try to replicate some sort of like to tell him without saying anything, be on guard.
I'm gonna step one step forward.
Okay.
So, boy, what you want?
So he kind of stretches out his back, and you hear like a crackle. Nice digs. You guys new tenants of this place?
Nah,
We're just
we haven't
browsing
made
around.
any arrangements so far.
You haven't made any arrangements, huh? I mean, I would highly suggest not. I mean, after all, though the Mox might claim this place is theirs, not for much longer. Here's a message to anybody else you might encounter that wants to check out this place for a living arrangement. It'll be under new management within the day.
Okay. Hang on. Give me a second.
Consider this a friendly gesture of me telling you.
1 second. While this is
thing.
happening. Can I record all this with my audio record? Try to record the whole thing. Sign my audio recorder.
Yeah.
Like secretly.
Yeah, you can secretly record it.
On to my agent. Okay. Anything
You
else I
will
can
have to
do?
roll stealth.
Oh yeah, okay. I will try to do it while being behind Longshot's back. So if that gives me any bonuses, let's say. Trying
It
to
makes,
hide
it makes the DV harder.
Okay, so stealth. Let's see.
Harder for him, I should say.
Oh god. Okay. I mean.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
So
Man,
though
your luck
you're-
is.
Though you're trying to like pull out the agent and be like swifty with it, unfortunately you were a little too obvious with pulling it out and starting to press buttons on it, and he just caught the edge of his eye, which you can't
Right,
say, but it's a
so-
lens. But yeah,
Okay.
his edge. He pulls out a piece and points it right at you.
Okay, I'm just going to smile and be like, being a reporter, I do want to capture all the viewpoints. So, would you like to record the message just to have something to, have your reputation increase, maybe? I mean, it would be quite a scoop to figure this out beforehand. Trying to break calm.
You just hear you see that grin of his start to splay open, and the two lower parts of his jaw like crack open completely, and there's these two massive syringe-like canines underneath where his lower jaw was that look kind of like fangs that just pierce up, and you can see like an actual vial in them. So clearly this is a weapon, and if he bites someone with those two lower fangs, it injects some kind of poison into him. And he lets out like a whistling noise from like the gap in his mouth, and two more tiger claws pull up. Roll initiative.
Okay. Can I try and... Okay, never mind. Roll initiative.
I gotta do that for all three of them.
Yes. Can I try and yell out something before anything happens, or it's too late?
It's too late. They're on for the kill.
Okay. Jesus. Never mind.
Alright.
Fuck it. What is happening today again? God damn it.
Asmo, I would use my solo ability to boost my initiative by 2.
Yeah, you can do that.
Fuck.
Right ahead. All right. So 15. I
yeah,
still
I'm
don't
gonna-
know how the how roll 20 does the auto like tell me like whose turn it is. So unfortunately, I do have to do this manually. So,
There is a combat tracker that you can open, but I do not know how.
yeah, I've
Since
looked
I've-
for it. It's if it is there, it's not obvious. Like, it's not in my
Or-
tabs at all.
I don't think it's in this module of the game.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it manually. Thankfully, all the numbers are right there, so it makes it easy. So let's see.
Turn tracker.
So you're
On
So
the upper left of the menu, you have the thing with the dice and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have a small watch there, like a clock?
yes. Turn
Can you
order.
click on that
There we
one?
go.
Yeah. Okay, I think I got this. It's pulled up.
And let me click on my character again and click on initiative. Yeah, then it automatically puts it in.
Okay, so should we just
And
re-roll them to get that, or
I pushed mine to 17, so
here? Let me.
you can just click
Yeah,
again and then modify the number to what it was before.
Okay, what? Oh, I need to select my. Okay, select my thing. I need to go to my character,
Okay, so
and then I need to click that.
crap is in
There we go.
Okay.
No,
How
you need
about-
to select the token, and then you click the.
I select the token and I click the what?
Select the token, then click initiative.
On the token? I don't see that button.
Yeah, well, click the token that you're going to roll initiative for, and then
Right.
go into the character sheet and click initiative, or roll it how you rolled it for the other one. Okay, that doesn't do that. Oh, God.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There
Just
we
add
go.
their. Yeah, just edit their initiatives.
Alright, that makes that much easier. Okay.
Yep.
So, we got the turn order here.
And
Oh,
there seem to be a lot of things that you can put in there. Gosh.
Also, you need to edit the two numbers of the two gangers, 2 and 3, because they wrote something different before.
let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go by the original order. So that means you were 15, 13.
How do I manipulate
14.
this? There.
Boom.
There. Plus 2 on that.
And also, you should be able to set it up so it like lines up the turn order settings. Ah, there we go. Although,
There you go. Oh, okay. There we go.
That's me. So. Can actually do this. Wow, okay.
Initiative reaction 2 and actual deflection.
Yeah, that means I get 1 to defensive, because I can do that at the beginning of every combat.
Okay.
Boost my initiative, attack bonus, deflection, or whatever I want to. It's fine being a solo. So, as we're dealing with 3 guys here, and they're pretty much in my face, I would like to pull my pistol out and shoot the guy directly in front of me, since he's really close.
Alrighty.
Then that's a 19 to hit, and he's at 0 to 6, so that's a normal DV of 13, unless he can dodge.
He cannot.
Well then, that's 18 damage he gets. And as far as I know, unless it's further specified, it's body.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if you're not aiming for something specific, it's
Yeah.
generally
Yeah,
the
you
center
do
path.
need to call your shots. If you're aiming for the head, you have to tell me. If you're aiming for the body,
Yeah.
you have to tell me. Because the armor values are different.
Yeah.
For everybody, because it's specifically your head or your body, really. Because you have different armor sets for the two. So it defaults to body.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
Yeah, if you're aiming for the head, it's more of a precision shot. And there's
Because
also
I
different
think
armor
that
value.
is like -5 or something to hit the head or something in that direction.
All right, so the
to open
overall
it again.
damage you just is 18. So
Yes.
subtracting that from his quote-unquote armor value, which really doesn't exist.
And since there's always an attack and there's a movement, and my movement was
And you can hold, if you choose, you can hold your movement or hold your action if you want to do like a reaction to something they do
no.
later.
I'm pretty much just gonna jump back from him since he seems to be a close combat dude,
Okay.
and get my full move in the directly backwards.
All right, so looking at his health. Yeah, you just hit him for 18. Minus his armor value is quote-unquote its stopping power, which really was none. That drops it to 14. So 25 health minus 14 means he's at 11 health. So he is
Should be
seriously
critical.
wounded.
Yeah.
Well, he aimed for the
And
body.
Yeah, and so far, yeah, it does subtract ammo when you shoot.
Yep.
Good.
So
Oh,
he's seriously wounded, and there is a large gap, like blistering opening on his chest right now, and which is sputtering blood. And he's in shock, but he's still on his feet. All right. So after you was just a 15 over here. That's this guy. He's the one who rolled that. Okay. So mini man over here is going to do his movement first. And he's going to hit for that corner, which uses... What's the distance? It's only 10 feet. Alright, so he's partially obscured to you guys. And he's going to take a pot shot at CK from around the corner. So, let me go to his weapon.
Oh,
wow.
thank God.
That is bad. Okay.
That does not hit the base DV to even hit him. Wow, you're lucky.
No. So I'll say, based on that, what he did was he ran over in a panic because he wasn't expecting you guys to even like defend yourselves properly. Ran over in a panic and then shot around the corner without actually looking. So he just whips his arm out and starts shooting wildly, but misses completely. All right, so he uses movement and his actions, so he is done. Actually, hold on. Just so we keep track there. There we go. So Mr. 14, that would be this guy. He is going to... There's really no proper cover. So he is going to move slightly over here, which is a distance of 10 feet. And he's going to take a shot at Sully.
If you right-click on a token, you grab a token and you right-click on it, it shows you how far you're moving. Yeah. Just for your information.
Okay, I see. That makes that easier. All right. So he's going to take a shot at Sully. Make sure I got my right sheet here. There we go. Boom. Okay. That's
Since,
definitely going to be a hit at 21.
yeah,
Yeah, because he's
since
20
he's
feet.
4
Yeah.
movements away.
All right, so he shoots you, Sully, and hits you for 9 damage. And I'm gonna say he zips forward slightly, whips out and does like that sideways shot that you see gangsters always do in media, and just. All right. So Sully, subtract 9 damage from. It's a body shot. He didn't aim for your head.
So he should have a light armor jack, as we all do, and he can
At
subtract that.
Yeah, subtract that from the stopping power of it. And did you take any damage at all?
No.
Goody goody.
But you do have to repair the armor before you can use it again,
Alright.
which is annoying.
Righto. Alright, and that was it for his turn. And now, Mr. Melee Man. So his chest is currently puttered out and bleeding. His movement is... Where are you? Okay, yeah, he can't move very far. Because he's seriously wounded, because that affects his movement. Where's my measuring tool? What the hell? How did it get stuck down there? Okay, so I'm just... Yeah, no, he's not going to make it to you. Alright, so he's in a rage, though. He's slightly knocking off the shock, but he knows he can't get to you, so he's going to book it for CK.
Ah, Jesus.
So he's... What the heck? My screen's dragging. Why? Roll 20, why are you like this?
Because it's the cheap option.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm broke.
I'm sorry, but that's the literal truth.
So he's going to get right on you, my good man. Alright. Ah, crap. I thought I fixed his sheet. Okay, well, apparently his melee weapon got taken off, so I gotta real quick just write it in. Hold on.
Medium, heavy, or what?
It's medium.
Melee.
Medium 2d6. Rate of fire 2, so he can make 2 hits with it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yep. The thing is
2d6?
2d6, yeah. And rate of fire 2, so he makes 2 hits.
Gotcha. Alright.
And I've put it in general.
Okay, Dick's evasion skill plus 1d10. So
Yeah, so he attacks with his melee,
Yep.
and you have to
my
defend
dex is
with your
7.
evasion.
And how melee
So-
works is it does ignore half of your armor.
Yeah, and he does 2 attacks because his is medium.
Yep. So that's 1,
Okay.
2.
They're not great.
Was evasion above dex 8 or was it just for shooting?
Huh?
I think I can still evade melee, right?
You always have to roll against him in melee.
Okay.
Only in range can you not, because you need a reflex of 8.
So
Yep.
1, 2.
Oh yeah,
Whew.
you
Oh,
rolled
nice.
really nicely.
Oh yeah, you die. Like he's like chomping at you, really viciously, but you know, I'm gonna say quirkily, we're like, Alright, so yeah, he missed you both times. Alrighty. So that does it for him. Now we're back. Oh, well, I say back to we're at Sully.
Well, what's my movement? Movement of 7.
Wow. You're fast.
There's the there's a measurement tool.
Should be on the side, looks like a little ruler.
Thank you.
I mean, you could probably even get into cover if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I feel like somebody needs to flush out that fucking pussy on the side.
And you can probably even get behind a lamppost or something. So you at least have a little bit of cover.
Fair enough. Was it there? There. You sure it was behind the thing?
Yeah, you can actually move behind the thing because you have the largest movement of us all.
Oh, I also have movement 7.
Why do you have that much movement, people?
Now, I was
And,
about to say,
uh,
all of these gangers have movement of 5.
I'm a reporter. I'm supposed to run away.
Yes. My movement is on the same level as these guys.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna shoot the guy who shot at me beforehand. See, I get behind the lamppost and then do a spin while unfurling my heavy revolver and shoot him.
Alrighty. So, a revolver. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
That is a good roll.
That is a very good roll.
Wait. You've got 16 in handgun? You
16.
cannot have 16 in handgun.
Let's see, his mono.
Did I do?
Did you?
Did I do something wrong?
14 is the max you can actually add to handgun.
Okay, I see. Hold on 1 minute. Let me just. Did I
If-
screw something up here?
I think you put a few too much points in there, if I'm not quite mistaken.
yeah, the 10 bonus may be, but where does that come from?
Yeah, do you have a. Hold on, let me pull up your sheet.
I think his base skill in handgun is too high.
Hold on. Hopefully that's it.
Because for me, it's a 8 reflex, and I can put 6 levels in handgun, which I did.
No, he does that as well, but he has also 10 bonus from equipment and other
Well,
stuff.
first thing is, let me double check cyberware. Make sure.
Yeah, but I'm quite sure that you cannot get a bonus of 16 in handgun in itself.
Well, no, you can get a
It's
bonus
bonus
of
of-
16, but you can
bonus
get
of
it
10.
up to 14.
Yeah, it's a bonus
Yeah.
of 10.
Hover over the shot. It's a bonus of 16 where he shoots.
Well, that wouldn't even work because I just checked his cybernetics. Your cyber optic eye only adds +1 to handgun.
Yeah, hold on 1 minute.
Yeah.
We were
You
told to
added a
add
0
stat.
You added a 0 there, yeah.
Zeros are important, kids.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, because I was
Otherwise-
wondering, because that's...
There you go.
You probably couldn't miss at all.
There's the problem. Yeah, it was just added a 0 in the wrong spot. Okay, let's do
All
that
right,
again.
let me try that again then.
Oh, yeah. That's
Alright,
a
still
more
good.
realistic number.
That's
What
still
a
good.
good shot.
All right, so 22. Let's see, distance.
Yeah, he's only 4 away.
That's so bad because he had 3 6s on the damage last time.
Yeah, so 22.
Oh,
so 20, so if you were aiming, so you said you were aiming at the guy who shot at you, or were you aiming at the closest guy?
Isn't that no
Alright,
guy
the
who
close-
shot at him?
No.
Yeah, I'm
the guy,
pretty sure. I thought the closest. Oh,
the guy who tried to
Well,
shoot at you,
I
Sully,
meant-
is the guy at the corner on the wall.
oh. Well, I thought it was the guy closest to me, so I'm just gonna aim for him anyways.
Oh no, my mistake. Actually, it was. Yeah, because that guy tried to shoot CK. Sorry. So,
Mhm.
All right, yeah.
All right, so yeah, with a 20, you're definitely gonna hit him. Okay, and that's the first attack this guy's getting. So 20 feet, 17 damage. Oh, this is gonna hurt. All right. And this guy's got road leathers for his body, but that only protects it for 4. So subtract 4 from 17. So 13 points of damage to 20 health. He's got 7 health left. All right, so the shot whams right into his arm, and you just see the most of the meat on his arm just splatter all over. And now his arm is holding on by a strand of bits of flesh and muscle. You've completely busted up his left arm. And you're just screaming in pain, pissing blood, and it is just squirting all around him. It is a huge puddle of blood. He is in agony. So you nearly blew his arm off, nearly, and the rest of the bullet scraped past and partially through his chest.
Jesus.
So he is very seriously wounded.
Giant handguns are scary, kids.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have a very heavy or a heavy?
Yeah, a very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's sorry. So Tiger Claw number 3 is also now on his knees. He is unable to move even a fraction of his normal movement, so he's very much fucked. All right, so Sully, you moved and used your action.
Yeah.
So CK, you are up.
Okay, a question. If I don't move, can I pull out my video camera and still shoot?
I'm gonna
I'm trying to
say pulling out your
basically
video camera to use
double-wield
it
the
is an
camera
action.
Okay.
It'd be one thing if you had like a cybernetic or some kind of alternate device that didn't require you to use your hands to like reflexively pull one out, but if you're pulling out a recording device, that's an action. So you'd be sacrificing your ability to shoot
Right.
or punch.
Okay, how injured does the guy in front of me look? Does he look like he can chase me if I run away?
He's got a hole in his chest that's pissing blood, but he's clearly being fueled by more than that. Very much, he's rearing to go.
Practical pain.
Okay, you know what? Hang on. I cannot decide, so I'm just gonna do this. Roll one. Let's say 1d6 and 1. Okay, I shoot. I left it to chance whether I pull the camera and start recording or just kill the bastard, and well, I'm gonna kill the bastard. Alright, so I am going to move away from him. Let's say this. Oh, come on, don't do that. Never mind. I'm going to move. Ruler. 2, 3. Up to this place here. So,
Okay.
drag myself there. And does this cover me from the guy at the corner? Does it make it harder for him to shoot?
You're out of sight for him now.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to turn around and I'll look at the guy that tried to fight me. I'm just gonna try to shoot him for all I can.
Alright. So roll for your shot.
Wait, what? Oh. Yo, why does it... Oh, I need to add the ranges. Yeah, but that's fine, so...
Should automatically
That's
show those.
16, so I am, what, 13 to 25 feet away from him, right?
Yeah. I'd say you're
Yeah.
less. You're like, yeah, you're 15.
15, so that does not hit. No.
Nope. You'd have to be within 12.
Yes.
So
Dragonis, how did you add the nodes range exactly?
it's supposed to be automatic.
Oh. Oh,
The thing is, I literally just picked the weapon category and the weapon type, and
Yeah,
then
let
it
me
should
check
do that automatically.
Well,
Did you forget
weapon
to put
category
any of-
ranged, weapon type heavy, very heavy weapon, weapon skill handgun.
Yeah, and usually it
that-
adds that in there.
Oh, I don't
unless
know,
you've
that's
done
something bugged out there.
wrong.
Either way, we can still see the ranges.
Yeah, we can check later. Let's not waste time now.
Yeah.
So you take a pot shot while running away and miss him.
Okay, and that's me, I guess.
That is your
Also,
turn.
can I before I do my turn, can I see if can I look through the window to see what Evangeline's doing?
I'll say you can
Just
take a
take a
cheeky
glance.
glance, and she's
Mhm.
currently sitting reading a magazine on the chair.
Not
Blowing
reacting
bubblegum.
to anything?
Not reacting.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. So then it's my turn, and I'm gonna move 2 over here. Or wait. Yeah, that fits perfectly. And shoot him again to finish that asshole off.
Alrighty.
That's a 16 to hit. And he's in minimum range, so unless he dodges, that hits. And
Cannot. So yeah, he hits, and
another 13
he's-
damage.
He is dead.
Fucker gets to bleed out.
Oh. I see what I did wrong. Hang on. I see what I did wrong. That my roll may have been fucked. Oh well. Right, heavy pistol, not melee. Never mind.
Wait a minute, you rolled a 16.
I rolled a very heavy melee instead of very heavy pistol. Never mind. That's why I didn't have ranges on.
Yes. Melee weapons do not have ranges.
Yes. Moving on.
That would be the fuck up. Alright, Dragonis, it says you rolled a 16.
Yes, and 13 is a DV for 0 to 6.
You're 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that way? Okay. Sure.
So you don't.
I wasn't sure on in which what counts.
It
then
says
I
yards.
need-
So. Wait.
Wait,
It's
I
meters
need.
versus yards. Hang on.
I just say yards. I'm looking at feet.
Yeah, I don't know. That means I need a 25 with pistols. Okay, that's not reachable. With
Okay.
luck. I wasn't sure about the ranges. Wait.
Let's just move on. We should do
Yeah.
that later.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can change the measuring system to yards.
I am not sure if that is possible.
Meters, kilometers.
Make it
miles,
meters,
which is-
maybe. Let's see if meters works.
I don't think that makes any more sense than anything else.
Yeah, because
mean,
it's not
it's
saying
the-
yards, it's saying meters.
It's the same.
Yeah. Either way, then I cannot hit him, and I'm far enough away that he cannot reach me. Oh no,
Shouldn't-
he can. Fuck.
Yeah, you're within 25. So,
Yeah.
alright.
Then
Alright.
Yeah.
And corner guy is up. Can't really. He could try and take a shot at Sully, but he's behind cover. And quite a distance away on top of it. So. Alright, he's going to hop around the corner. And he's going to take a shot at CK.
sir.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
next time CK should
Asmo,
go through windows.
just one thing. I see in the book that they say that 1 square should be 2 meters.
Okay.
So maybe instead of 1 square every 5 feet, 1 square 2 feet, or just 2 per square. I think that's how it's
Okay.
supposed to measure the things.
I'm quite sure that there's a possibility to set that down, but that's too complicated to check in mid-fight.
Not now. They're just
Yeah.
just for reference. Later on.
Like that?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh. If it's that easy, sure.
Yeah. I have the settings right on my sidebar, so I can alter them. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be in the rangefinders and stuff like that.
Okay. That should fix that up a bit. Okay. So 10 meters. All right, so he's gonna take his shot. All right, 17.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, he's within range. All right. So he takes a shot, fires, and it does successfully hit you for 14 damage. Body shot.
Right, so I lose my armor, take 3 damage.
All right. So it impacts, and everyone can hear the light armor jack crackle underneath your button-up shirt, and unfortunately, it penetrated right through it. But it didn't hit any organs. It just hit near. It hit your right side above your right pec. So just kind of near where your shoulder is. But the bullet passes right through. Though it hurts like hell. Alright, and that's it for his turn. And that means next up is you, good sir. Alright. He's gonna take a shot at Sully. There's a movement to try and get a better angle on you, Sully. He's gonna move here. Boom. Okay. And he is going to fire. 15. You are 8 meters away.
That's 7 to 12.
Yep.
15 is the bare minimum that hits.
So it hits. Sully, you take 12 damage. And it was a body shot. And do you have any stopping power on your armor jack left or no?
2, so.
So take 10 damage to your health.
Ouch.
Are you critically
Alright.
injured now?
You do not
down
get critical injuries unless they roll 2 6s on the hit.
No, not crit like damage, but like, what's it called? Seriously wounded.
No.
Okay. Because seriously wounded is usually half your health.
Yeah.
Usually. So if you have 22 health, it'd be like 11. If you have 10 health, it'd be like 5. That. So you're not seriously wounded, so that's good at least. But you did take a pretty good impact. So he fires his gun at you, and it hits towards your left hip, partially. So it scrapes right into and kind of crackles what's left of the armor jack, and you feel the rest of it kind of like break apart. And the bullet goes right through and scrapes your pelvic bone, and you really feel it kind of like it shudders all throughout your nerves and fires out the other side. So you are bleeding basically right at your waistline on your left side. All right, that's his turn. And our melee dude, he is going to. All right, so he has a movement of 5. So it's 10 meters, movement of 5. Actually, can he make that?
It's like 5 squares, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can move 5 squares.
So, yeah, okay. So that would be, yep, that's the correct amount. All right, so he books it right for you, long shot, and with his action, you see his jaw reopen up again. The 2 lower fangs are going right for you. Let me go down to his weapon.
Okay.
Alright.
And if I recall
That hits.
correctly, does it? I thought the roll goes to the defender if it's a tie.
Wait, let me look.
I think it did, yeah.
That's what I thought.
You have to beat the defender's roll. Defender wins a tie.
Okay. See, I was right. So
Yeah.
you're good. So he clomps
And
you-
he gets a second since he
Oh, right.
is using a medium.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
Yeah, I cannot even roll below that.
Yeah. So the first one, he clomps and he gets really close. You feel his stinky, hot breath. Smells like rotten ramen. Just go right for the side of your throat, but you move just quickly enough that he misses. But you hear the clamp of the jaw and those two lower fangs, that like metallic on meat sound, as it misses right by your ear. And he lurches back to go for another, bites towards you, and this one you're even more prepared. You flip to the side and you hear the clap, but this time now your head is a good distance from that second attempt. So he misses you both times. Alrighty.
Good news everywhere.
Alright, Sully, you're up.
Alright. Say time to get a little bit of payback on the guy who just shot me again.
Unfriendly, these people. They're
Tiger
trying to
claws.
shoot their enemies. How dare
I
they?
know, how rude. Well,
I mean,
Okay.
cooler.
you nailed the roll. 14 damage. So you definitely hit him. And see his health.
He definitely does some damage. But not a great amount of damage.
Nope. But
I blow his toe off.
you kill him.
Oh.
Yeah, he was injured as
You-
well.
you-
Keep in mind, the only
You
one
blew
of the
off
three of
Achilles'
them
heel.
that isn't injured is the guy in the corner. He's the
He's
only
the
one that's
unlucky
not
one.
injured. You successfully shot him before, so his health was already down below half. He is now dead. Yeah, so I'll just say you whip around and with like this mean look in your face underneath your mask, just pow. You fire, and it goes right through his skull, and it just blows apart into a thick paste. Like in slow motion, you just see the bullet enter through the center of his forehead, and you see like all of the flesh just kind of tear off in like a shockwave all around the entrance wound, and the skull completely cracks in half from the entrance wound all the way around, touching the spine all the way to the lower end of his chin, and his jawline just splits right in half, and from there crackles into multiple bits and bobs and his brains just splatter everywhere. And it's just all perfectly punctuated by the echo of your gunshot. Just his body slams on the ground with a meaty crunch, pissing blood from the now missing head. Only his lower jaw line is still connected to his neck. That's one down, 2 to go. Alright, and so you can still move if you like.
Alright, then I think I'll
I just realized this. Everybody involved in this fight is a pistol slinger.
Yes.
yeah.
Like
With the
literally everyone.
With the exception
We're
of
at-
Fang Boy.
You can click on the token and on the circle there's a big X that you can pretty much click on the dead ones.
Circle. Oh yeah, the decorative thing.
Yeah.
I can do the X, or I can do. I will do both. I'll do the X
Whatever
and
you
little
like.
skull and crossbow. I'll be decorative.
He did.
He did.
And I have the feeling that CK is gonna do a journalist move. Shoot him in the
True
back.
journalism. Okay. Alright, so are you moving, Sully?
Yeah, I move slightly farther down, away from him.
I can make it harder for him to shoot you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I guess that's not out of that difficulty value yet, so mind if I go down one more?
As it matches your time movement. As it is, it would
He's
have
got
been.
a shit ton of movement.
Alright, so that's it for Sully's turn. CK, you're up.
Right, was it possible to move, shoot, and then move again? I want to go here next to the door.
I believe
take a
so. As
shot,
long as
and
you
then
don't
duck back
use your max movement.
Oh, I have plenty of movement to do that. So I want to go here.
Okay.
I want to take a shot at the guy straight in front of me on the corner.
Okay.
Like glaring at him with angry eyes. I'm gonna just like let's see that this works now correctly. Oh, come on! Seriously. All right, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Where's my measuring tool? So you are a whopping 6
I
meters
do
from
not
him.
hit. I do not hit. Doesn't matter anything.
No.
I don't care. I'm gonna just duck in, and make myself harder to hit. So basically, like try to hide in the door without going too far in. And while I do that, I'm just going to smile at Evangeline.
Man, the journalist doesn't have firearms training. Who would have guessed?
What? Journalist is
what you're
completely
for.
useless in this fight? Color me shocked.
That's what you're for.
Anyway, Evangeline just colorfully slightly lowers her magazine, blows a bubble with her bubble gum, kind of rolls her eyes, and goes back to reading.
All right.
Alright, so that's it for CK. Long shot, you're up.
As far as I know, there's no problem with me just moving away a bit, right?
Yep. He already used his attacks on you, and he didn't hold an action, so he can't like reactively hit you.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna step a bit to the side and try again to finish that asshole off. Unfriendly people here, everywhere.
Indeed. Yeah, you're within
And
shot.
he's now in 6 meters range, so...
Yeah, and with 12 damage, he is dead. Alright, so, kind of colorfully so, you aim and fire, and this time, right next to where you originally hit him, which was the center of his chest, you move slightly to the left, where his heart is. And kind of two twin holes are now exactly next to each other, right on his chest. Colorfully looking like it's just someone's missed with the first shot and slightly corrected themselves in the second, expertly so. And it goes right through, and as it does, you can see like the shot reverberate around him, and blood gushes out from the entry wound and from the exit wound from the shot, and his mouth cracks open completely now, and blood is just spewing out of his mouth as well. And he hits his knees and falls on his face. Blood pooling around his body. So he is out of commission. Alright. One left. Alright. So that's it for long shot. Alright. So, looking around at both his compatriots fucking dead, this guy is now just panicking and freaking out. And he drops his gun and starts booking it.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, hell no, he ain't.
Okay. So, he can exit the map, technically speaking, but I'm gonna just put him here because technically he hasn't left far enough that you guys can't shoot him.
Ah, shit.
Basically, the only person who will have a shot at shooting him, though, is CK right now. The rest of you too far away.
Well, if I notice him leaving...
Alright, and obviously the other two are not in the order anymore. Alright, Sully. What do you want to do?
Can I try and run after him?
Yep.
Well, I know it's going to be difficult, but... Okay, what
I
the
mean-
hell's this distance?
We're at 20. You can still try.
I can
Yeah.
theoretically make that.
Yeah, you just need a high roller.
Still doable.
Watch a critical failure occur.
Shush.
No, you meet the DV.
Oh, actually,
Whoa, you're nice.
Only slightly, but
Nice.
you met it. All right. So You rush forward and you pull out. Your pistol's already pulled out, but you whip it around. And for the first time this fight, instead of just aiming reflexively, you actually put both hands on the gun. Very nostalgic for you from your police days. And you kind of cock your head slightly so the lens through your mask you can see through even more clearly. And you look down the iron sights and fire. And colorfully so, the bullet twirls forth and hits him right in the back of the head.
Ooh.
And he had you didn't call that shot, so I guess I can't do that as much as I want to do that colorfully. So I guess actually it hits him in the back. Right square in the back. And though this shot does not kill him, you just knocked him on his chest. Like getting punched. And he's unarmed. So officially speaking, that removes initiative. He is flat on his chest, seriously wounded.
Okay, so he is unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
I would head up behind him and put my knee on his back.
Actually, I am going to do that before you. I'm going to go towards him. I'm going to place my gun in the back of his head. And I'm going to just bend down, look at his, try to get a look at his face while I'm keeping the gun ready to blast his head off. I'm just gonna smile and say, "Now, do you understand why you don't fuck with the Downtown Badger?" Then I'm gonna try and judge his reaction.
He looks very confused. But also terrified as shit.
Oh, seriously, you have never heard of me.
Tiger Claw operate near Chinatown. Over by the rocks. I haven't heard of you.
Well, next time you or your buddies want to deal with me, it's better to talk. Alright? I am willing to talk, but if you shoot, I'm willing to kill. Capiche?
He shakes his head, yes.
Right. Make sure everyone else knows that, and I'm just going to raise my gun and just shoo him off. And as he tries to go, and I'm just going to turn and say, "Hey, don't come here ever again, you hear me?"
Well, he kind of can't get up. He's seriously wounded.
Well, I'm just going to just walk away and leave him to his
And by all
own
accounts,
devices.
if you guys leave him, he's gonna die.
I will
Okay,
loot the body of the other two.
I am
Okay.
going. Do I want to keep my reputation, or do I want to?
Let's get the
Okay,
looting out of the way. So
Can I help him in any way?
You can search as well. If he rolls
No,
good
no,
enough,
I
it's
mean-
not. Oh, do you mean the? Tiger
Yeah,
Claw?
the ganger. Yeah.
You really don't have anything medical training wise, and unless you have some medical equipment on you, I'm gonna say no.
Can I see if I remember any sort of Ripper Dog nearby? If I know the location of.
There's a Ripper Dock within like 3 miles, but unless you have car transport, you're not gonna get him there fast enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the guy and it's like, bother. He's gonna walk away.
What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah.
All right, so for looting, roll me. Let's go. Conceal reveal object under awareness.
That's a 15.
All right. So as you're searching the bodies, you find spare ammunition. All of them have heavy handgun ammunition. So all together, especially if you check the third guy as well, who's currently dying. Altogether, it's about 50 rounds of heavy handgun, heavy pistol ammo. You also find their pistols on them. They all had heavy pistols. You recognize them as the Polter, which is a kind of shitty street market pistol. It's not like the worst. There are definitely worse pistols on the market, but the Polter is it's a cheap gun. It's easy to buy, easy to find. Hell, you can build them like on your own. They even come in kits. They're really common pieces of firearms to find around. Regardless,
the easy solution.
pretty much like if you're trying to arm a lot of people for fairly cheap, you can get a good amount of them for like nothing. So they're Polter 171s. They're all heavy handguns or heavy pistols, and you got 3 of those. So 50 rounds of heavy pistol ammo, and those 3. And on them, they all had Eddie cards. So if you add those to your account, you also just gained about 200 Eddies.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, can I also search them? See if I can find it useful.
I don't want to sound like like some kind of gang looter or anything.
No.
Mind if I have the card of the guy I blasted?
Sure thing. I'm gonna give you one of those, then you get 100 eddies and I get 100 eddies. And everyone is happy.
I basically go around and like push their bodies with my foot to see if I can see anything, but give up quite easily.
Right. Yeah, generally speaking, you don't find anything else on them. Like, they have standard, like, Night City IDs, but that doesn't really tell you anything. The oldest of them was 30. The youngest was 20. So, they're just, very clearly, they're just Tiger Claw thugs that were sent to shake things up.
I am going to go back into Evangeline's office after all this is over.
Right up.
I'm going to look at her and say, quite a lot of animals you have around here. Say, would we expect to have to do this every day while we are renting this accommodation, or is this more rare?
This is pretty rare. To be honest, I let you handle it, mainly because our regular security force hasn't set up yet. We're waiting to actually get our first tenants on the lease before we set up proper security. In the meantime, the rest of the Mox is still patrolling our normal territory.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't bother with kittens like that, I guess. Anyway.
Well, if you couldn't survive a fight with 3 thugs like that, I'm afraid Night City is not the place for you.
Tell me about it. Oh, good thing I brought the muscle this time. Anyway, see you later. I was gonna walk off.
Bye-bye.
Alright, well, as we go out, I'm gonna look at my 2 companions and say, right, so...
These pistols are crap.
Well,
like, even by their
yeah, what do you
standards.
expect? Gangers. Ugh. So,
I need
Should
some
we go and
proper
check-
hardware.
should we go and check somewhere else, or do you guys want rest time after this?
I know a few of you
One
are
ordeal.
injured, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm implying.
Well, we still wanted to check the next apartment.
Okay. Can I try and find anything close by where we can get at least sort of patched up, at least slightly?
There's that Ripper dock that's about a couple miles up the road.
How far would that be? Would that be on the way towards the warehouse, or do we need to do a detour?
It's fairly on the way. You do have to take a slight detour from the warehouse, but it's along the same route for most of the journey.
Right, and is there any way we can find somewhere to repair the armor jacks?
The Ripper dock might also provide that service. You just know that there is a Ripper dock there. You've never done business with him or her before.
Can I try and find his contact to like ask if he does like armor as well?
Yeah,
Just
you
to
can
be
look
sure.
on the intranet to see if the advertisements for his business and make a call.
Yeah, will do.
Right. So you find the contact and you ring him up.
Hello, this is the automated call line for Jameson. Jameson, the Ripper Doc. Please contact at any earlier hour or later hour. Currently on lunch break. Will be available 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm just gonna close the phone and I'm gonna look at our two guys and say, there is a Ripper Dock on the way. Wanna go and well, get us some patched up before we get the destination?
Sully looks like he definitely needs a little patching.
Yeah. That's time I'm gonna be a bit slow.
Okay, let's start heading there then. And
We're gonna take our
is there any
Oh, go ahead.
is there any way to get a transport? Can I contact someone that can like?
We would like
Take
to
us
call
there.
an Uber.
You can call
Do I have any
a
contacts,
taxi.
any favors I can use? Let's say.
Favors? No. Certainly none that
Okay.
would be really worth it to travel the distance you're traveling, but you can get a taxi.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to, while we walk there before we leave, I'm just going to start scanning the frequency again, just to make sure no one is talking about us while we do all that.
All right. We're gonna do that when we get back from intermission. So
Yeah.
we're
Yeah. I
gonna
just
ta-
wanted to set it up.
Yeah. We're gonna take that real quick. So bathroom breaks all around. Breaks for the audience, of course. We shall return.
Right.
Alrighty. So, you guys are... Alright, we're all back. That should be the end of intermission. So, you guys are en route, and you wanted to check your radio again.
Yes.
Alright. Roll me basic tech. Do. There we go. Alright, so the 10. Unfortunately, you don't really get any kind of like unique signals or chatter. There's plenty of chatter on some, like as you sing through the radio signals, but virtually none of it is mentioning a recent fight. The closest to it is someone mentioned like they're like radioing, like it's like a security officer possibly nearby radioing on his ham radio, and he's just mentioning he heard gunshots nearby, but he's not like trying to. He's just like a warning communication. So yeah, you really don't pick up anything, like just kind of zip it through the radio.
Also, one thing, wouldn't the scrambler disclaimer be cryptography, or would it be basic tech?
What was the first one? Scriptograph heal? You said?
Cryptography, yeah.
Cryptography.
The scrambling. Would it be cryptography or basic tech more? But I just thought of it.
I think that'd be basic tech, but it might be cryptography.
I mean, can I use cryptography as a bonus, let's say? Because my basic tech is, well, very bad.
I can say, like, if you like the Deed Scrambler itself, you can choose to roll basic tech, and if you want to like play around with it or give yourself a better roll, you can use cryptography.
Okay, let's see if I can use cryptography. Try and... No, okay, never mind. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. I am too distracted by the injury and the whole happening to actually think of anything. So let's just move on.
Yep. Alright, so you guys travel a bit. Do you take a cab, or do you guys want to walk the whole way?
Walk. For me personally.
We would walk 500 miles.
Okay. It's about 4 miles. So you guys...
Again, I'm going to keep my eye out for any suspicious noises.
Alright. So all of you roll me perception.
Yay!
Okay, is it auditory or visual? Because I have bonuses on hearing some things with perception.
It's both.
Okay, because I have +2 on any hearing things with the amplified hearing. So, can I use the bonus again for that?
Yep.
Okay, so that will be 23.
Okay, dokie. So 23, 24.
Oh, damn! We're on edge.
27.
That's really impressive.
We are in the zone.
Call Sully Dumbo, because them ears are out. Anyway, so you guys are, as you guys are moving around, you notice as you go, several packs of tiger claws moving around. No more than a group of 3 each, but they're active in the area. So because of your perception rolls, you easily avoid them. Not even necessarily using stealth. It's just moving in the crowd in the right ways and avoiding direct line of work with them. They don't know, they're not looking for you guys because they don't necessarily know they're the guys that mugged with you guys attacked you. They're not aware. So you pretty easily just kind of work around them. And yeah, for the 4 mile walk, you easily get out of that area that's got them moving around. And as you guys are exiting the area, like 3 cars go by you that are colored purple with the mock symbol on them that are heading to that area. So you can assume from that stuff's about to go down anyway.
I'm going to look after those cars with longing eyes. Be like, man, well, next time.
You want to go and film?
No. We have work to do. Let's keep on going.
I mean, yeah, it's not that much out of our way.
let's just say that I'll have to. You give me some information in payment for missing that. Okay.
Why would I give you information if I'm offering to take you?
Okay, I'm gonna
not
look at
quite
Longshot.
sure what you're
I'm gonna
insinuating.
look at Longshot, look at Sully, and try and judge if they are go and chase down like news reports.
I don't mind if you want to check it out.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Sully and can you hold out while we go and check this out?
Sure thing.
Right. So, how far away did the car? Cars are going the opposite, right?
They're going towards the area where the apartment building is and where the tiger claws are moving around in force.
Right. So it looks like there's gonna be a fight, if I'm assuming correctly. Can I try and deduce that if there's gonna be like looks like there's gonna be a fight from everything we saw?
It's a safe deduction.
Right. So I am going to try and think of a way where we can. Well, we want to go back, but I'm going to try and see if I can find any vantage points that will give me a clear shot of the whole scene without us getting in danger, like a rooftop or a alleyway we can duck in and film from there. Just anything that can give me a clear view, but no.
So a stealthy
line of
spot
fire.
we're looking for.
Well,
Not stealthy, just covered.
All right, roll me. No, I'll just go by your previous perception roll. So, as you guys had walked through, you saw several alleyways that were slightly elevated. So you could go to any of those to just kind of film the possible altercation. And then there is one building with a fire escape that led all the way to the top that had the ladder down. You notice that as you're walking by as well. So it's up to you.
I am going to pick the best place that looked like it would give me the best view. from
Vantage
the
point?
thing. Yeah, best vantage point.
The best view is going to be the roof.
Well, let's head to the roof then. And I'm going to prepare my filming equipment while we go there.
All right.
Just have it on ready.
Are all three of you going there?
I'm gonna go with him.
All right. And
Sully, if you want,
Yeah,
you
I
can
should
just
head
go
with
to
y'all.
them.
right.
All right.
So it's up to you if you want to or not. You can roll stealth if you don't want to be seen, but you're not necessarily being hunted by the tiger claws, and the mocks don't really care about you. So it's up to you if you want to hide or not.
We can roll the stealth as a bonus, I guess.
I think I would like to not be seen at least, if it's possible.
Where is stealth? Where was stealth?
Body.
Buddy.
Body.
Body.
Okay. Right? Yeah. So we're gonna just sneak by and try and get into the vantage point without being seen by anyone.
Okay, dokie. All right. And does anyone want to add luck to their roll?
I would add 2 points so that our lowest is the 15.
Okay. That's 15, 15, 17. All right. So you all head to the roof, and, it doesn't seem like anybody took note of you guys. So you guys make it to the roof, and you pull out your camera, safely speaking, CK.
Oh yes.
All
I'm
right.
going to aim it at the scene of the crime and record anything that looks interesting.
All right. So the tiger claws are now kind of bunching together on the street. This is all taking place in like the middle of like an actual street. It's just around the corner from the apartment building itself. So this isn't happening right in front of the apartment building. But down in the street, the three Mox vehicles all kind of do like a burning like side brake so that they're perpendicular to the enemy. A bunch of Mox gang members pop out, all carrying submachine guns or assault rifles. And they pop out and they're using their cars as cover. The Tiger Claws just use the side of the buildings as cover. And literally with no communication back and forth or not, they just start shooting at each other. And there is a lot of gunfire back and forth. The Tiger Claws are equipped with pistols, but they also have a couple submachine guns, shotguns, and grenades. The Moxes are definitely better equipped in this particular fight. They are overwhelming the Tiger Claws, and they are busting ass. The fight is very, very, very loud, and everybody clears out immediately. Most people who had any kind of brain or their head on a swivel at all saw the Mox coming and saw the Tiger Claws and already started peeling out of the street. But now, even the most oblivious person is fucking booking it, if not getting caught in the crossfire and being turned into paste. Right now, from your particular vantage point, you just see the flashes of the bullets going back and forth. Like, it's like a light show down there. Just absolute bedlam.
Can I use my photography and film to try and get a little bit of a bonus to my quality of filming?
Yeah.
Like trying to use some techniques to get better, like frames and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can.
I should not have done that.
You did the opposite.
Odd.
Your pictures are a little blurrier now.
Okay, oh well. Let's hope I got enough. Actually, I can use that. Never mind.
All right, so the gunfight is still going on. You can choose to wait for it to finish up, or you can take with what you've gotten and run.
Well, I'm going to wait until it looks like the thing, basically to the point where I am sure that everyone can know what is going to happen afterwards, and then I'm going to turn the camera off and just scalp her off.
All right. So the gunfight goes on for a good while. Only a couple bodies have dropped on both sides. Mostly the Tiger Claws are getting ripped to shreds right now. Their bodies are being filleted and turned into Swiss cheese. There's blood splattering all over. Guts are flying everywhere. One guy got hit by only a couple rounds in his stomach, but all of his guts spill out from the gashes and the holes made by the gunfire. His intestines are drooling out into the street, and he falls down dead. And in terms of the Mox's casualties, they've only gotten 2 casualties. One was just a direct headshot, pretty much simple, straight through the eyeball, dead. The other one had part of their face ripped off by a stray bullet from one of the longer rifles that the Tiger Claws had. And then the second shot was through the throat, so they're gushing blood out their throat, and they died drowning in their own blood. Otherwise, the Mox are definitely winning this fight. And the Tiger Claws are slowly backing away, like as they're taking more and more casualties. Just body hitting the ground one at a time, each one with a showery red misty thud. And it is very gory. Like, limbs are being blown off, guts are being spilt out, blood is drooling out into the street. And the Mox are so confident right now that they're actually moving out of cover and are just opening fire as they're slowly walking towards the Tiger Claws, who are now trying to retreat. And then they're just taking pot shots behind them as they're running. 3 red Jeeps just kind of ball in right behind the Tiger Claws, and out hops the Animals, which is another gang in the city. They are meatheads, to say the least. The Animals are basically obsessed with bodybuilding and making themselves the most physically fit ever. They are very intimidating in their own right. They're not even they're not as gang-like as the rest of the gangs. They care most about like self-augmentation and making themselves the top beasts they can be. But like any gang, they got territory and other stuff. But this is a very strange situation, considering their territory is basically on the other side of town. So this is a very interesting development. And they jump out and start unloading on the Tiger Claws. And the Tiger Claws are dead at this point. They got shot from two angles. And for a brief moment, the Mox leader, this isn't the leader of the whole gang, but it's a young lady. She's definitely the leader of this detachment of the Mox gang. She orders a ceasefire. Now the Tiger Claws are down. And the Animals aren't firing at them quite yet, seemingly. So they approach each other.
Can I try and use my amplified hearing to hear what is said?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's perception. That, and I'm gonna. That's 18
Okay.
with my bonus.
So you do hear them, but do you want to do this in private call and decide for yourself if you want to share the info you hear with the rest of the party, or do you just want to relay it as you hear it?
Let's do a private call and then out.
Okay. Okay, so cranking your hearing implant, you listen very carefully to what's going on, and the first animal leader approaches. It's a really big guy. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger looks like he's this guy's little brother in terms of how built he is. Caucasian, clearly, with a weird haircut. It's kind of a mohawk, but it is like one dread as well. It's a very weird haircut. It's like a blonde dread that goes down his head. And other than that, just bulk. He's covered in tattoos. You can't really make him out, but bulk, red tank top, blue shorts, and he's holding a minigun. And he and the leader of the Mox detachment here approach each other. The Mox detachment leader is a young woman. She's got a very big purple afro. She's black, and with one cybernetic eye, but it's like a standard cybernetic eye, which is the actual eyeball, which is brightly colored blue, and her other eye is purple. And she's in a very promiscuous kind of outfit for the most part. She clearly has a form of light armor jack as a tank top, crop top type thing underneath a purple vest, which is a leather vest. It goes all the way, it's a full proper vest that goes all the way to her wrists, and she has fingerless gloves, high heels, and shorty shorts, like skin tight shorty shorts. And she's holding an assault rifle. So the two approach each other in the center of the street, and the Mox girl opens. I didn't think animals came out into this territory. Strange. Also stranger that you would help us. So, what do I owe the pleasure? Or do we have to switch our sights? Don't get your panties in a wad, little lady. No. Tiger Claws have been sending their boys out to nearly every territory that isn't theirs. Right now, they've sent boys to Maelstrom. They've sent them to Our Bend. They sent them to the Voodoo Boys. And, unsurprisingly, they sent to harass you guys. Wait, the Tiger Claws are moving on everybody? With this shitty equipment? Why so suicidal? Are you sure you want to talk about it here? The street seems pretty clear. All I'll say is Arasaka. The Mox lass kind of like leans her head back and nods, understanding. Alright. Let's head to Moxie's, just downtown. We'll have a chat. More private affair, eh? Sounds good to me. Besides, I'd rather ally with you than Maelstrom. For now. Same. Alright, and the big guy kind of backs off. Still, when I say back off, I mean he's walking backwards, just so they clearly don't trust each other fully here, but it's enough that they've agreed not to fight. So he backs off and jumps in his Jeep, and along with the rest of his boys, and the Mox jump in their cars. And the Mox do a U-turn and drive back the way they went, and the red Jeeps are following them.
Well, I'm very happy I came back to Hero. That's oh, that smells like a big scoop.
All right, so we can head back to the room, and you can decide to share that or no.
Mm-hmm.
Audio.
Right then. Well, after this is all finished, I'm just going to stand up and just get my camera ready to check if all the recordings is nice and fine, if everything's Oh, nice and dandy.
I'm gonna look at you and tell you, please do not get in the firing range.
Oh, no. We're leaving. I got what I wanted. Let's just head to that river dock now.
Yeah, I will tell the rest of you for what you saw. A brief summary of what you saw while he was listening is the Tiger Claws basically got ripped to shreds by the Mox, and as they were back after retreat, 3 red Jeeps pulled up, and animals popped out. Not like actual animals, but animals of the gang animals, which are big, beefy, steroided up dudes. And you saw them talking, and you saw Tang listening. And outside of that, there seemed to be a brief conversation. There wasn't any fire exchange between the Mox leader and the animals leader as they were speaking. The Mox backed off and entered their vehicles and drove off, and the red Jeeps of the animals followed them. I'll tell you that much, but that's only visually what you saw. You didn't hear anything.
Okay. So we could assume that they just made a deal.
I wonder what that was all about.
I'm just gonna look into long shots. Like, just Tiger Claws annoying everyone. Normal gang stuff, I guess. Anyway, shall we go?
Sure.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Okay, I'm going to then. Well, before we leave, the thing I was going to say. Okay, can you give me just a second to make a quick phone call? I'll be right back, and I'm going to walk slightly away so they cannot clearly hear what I'm saying, and just close enough to be safe, but not close enough to be clearly heard. And I'm going to try and make a few phone calls to see if anyone's interested about footage of the recent gang incident between a few gangsters in the area. Try and sell the footage I just got.
Did you want to do that in lounge? Actually, before you do that, roll stealth if you're trying to hide, and the rest of y'all roll perception.
No, I am going to. I'm not going to hide. I'm just going to be a bit further away to be just climb inside. Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth. I'm not gonna try much, but let's try that. I'm gonna try and be a little bit like Spiritorius. Okay.
Anyone want to contest?
What would I roll to contest that?
Perception.
Alright. Just might as well. Nah.
Nope.
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 Yeah, make sure I speak in a low voice.
Alrighty. So make your calls.
Right. Oh, I'm just going to call around a few the guys that dealing with this sort of footage, trying to see if anyone's interested in what kind of payment they can get me. I'm gonna give them the base details of Tiger Claws attacking Mogs, bigger firefight, exclusive footage, just hot off the street.
All right.
Just trying to sell it as much as possible.
All right. So you call the usual suspects, which mainly consist of info brokers, and out of the 4 or 5 the offer that they give you ranges from the dark radio show. They are offering 800 eddies for your scoop.
All right.
The this one isn't attached to a radio show, but you know that the info broker is known for selling information to the official news network and to corpos for a price. Oftentimes he upsells to them. So whatever he asks for you is about half to a third what he asks from them for the same information. He's willing to give you 500 eddies. The other 2 contacts pretty much agree on what they offer you, which is 900 eddies, and one of them is an info broker that sells exclusively to the other gangs in the city, which pretty much consists of any of the gangs, but they consist they buy information from others about other gangs and sell it to the rival gangs for a fund. They both pretty much do that. So those are your options. So keep in mind both how much they're willing to offer you and how much and what they're going to do with that information, because there is a
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to first ask the guys that are selling to other gangs if they're interested to double their offer if I can give them information about other potential situations that might like future scoops and information that is exclusive that no one knows for sure. I'm gonna mention something about animals involved as well.
Okay. And is that to everybody you're trying to get to double their offer?
No, just the guys that are selling to the other gangs.
Okay. So both of them, they're offering 900.
Yeah, I'm looking at 16 to 1800. Let's just say that.
Okay. Roll persuasion. It's a DV you have to pass.
Okay, and also I'm going to ask them if they're willing to.
Actually, no. Sorry. This is bartering.
Yeah, and also I'm going to give them an option if they want to not have exclusive rights. If they're willing to share, I can take them on their current offer.
Okay.
But again, I'm going to try bartering, which is like social.
Bribery? No, it's not bribery. It's trading.
Not bribery. Oh, trading. Trading. Hmm.
Okay. One of them says he won't go up to 1600, but he'll up it to 1300. The other isn't willing to go above 1400.
Okay, I'm going to tell them to hold on a second. I'm going to contact them back in a second to think about their offer just for a second, and then I'm going to contact the dark radio.
All right.
He was willing to offer 800. I'm going to tell him that there is additional information I'm willing to share if he's willing to increase prices, and I'm going to do the whole again like. Animals and other gangs might be involved, bigger dealings in the back, or give him again the information about that, and just probe how much he's willing to increase his offer.
All right. He texts you back and says, "I'm willing to double my offer. However, I want exclusive rights to anything further you get if you learn more."
Okay, I'm going to text him back, and I'm going to say, I may have something interesting for you, but I want reassurance that we are going to work together and then nothing is going to come out. I want to make sure that I can cover up my sources, but I will still be trustworthy enough that if I give him something that I can get basically, we deal on a trust basis, where if I provide some information, I have the credibility that my information is based on true events, and no, I'm not just lying. So I'm trying to build up reputation with him, let's say that. Build up trust.
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. Also, I am going to, if I can get a bonus, I'm going to mention that it might be something to do with the recent events outside of the city. I'm going to send it like just a nonchalant mention. Let's say.
The way like that some of that works is it lowers the DV, so that's kind of the bonus.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to try and lower it a bit. So persuasion. There we go. Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. That passes the DV I was hoping for.
Right.
So you succeed in that negotiation.
So I'm going to send him the image, and I'm going to send him the additional information that the animals also got involved. I'm also going to add the thing that the tiger claws are seeming to be taking a bigger bite that they can handle, attacking other groups, which I'm not going to specify. And also, I'm going to mention just slightly that there might be a corporate influence involved in the whole thing. So anyone who is interested might want to keep an eye out.
All right. He responds back a little worried about the corporation angle.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just keep that on the down. Just be sure to just so we both know that there might be corporations involved. So be careful what we say and who we what if we want to give our names out in this situation.
All right. He
Keep it on the
messages.
down low.
He messages back asking, well, if you want to go by an alias or moniker when he reports the story.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's say I'll go by the moniker of Monty.
He messages back with a thumbs up and says, "Will do. Story will be reported later."
Okay. I'm going to
And the
just
Eddies
send me the money through the
Yeah, the Eddies
No,
transfer
okay.
into your account.
Okay, so how much was that? 1,600, right?
Yep, 1,600. And keep in mind your negotiation for exclusivity.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make a note of that. Okay, that worked out perfectly.
All right. So is that all the calls you want to make?
Yeah, I'm going to I'm going to tell the others the other information that. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to thank them for their interest, but I guess other people were more generous, so maybe some other time. Yeah, I'm going to keep in touch. Just be cordial, basically.
Alrighty.
Right.
Thing
And that's it.
Alright, back to game room. Alright, that was interesting. Right here.
Right, then.
Alright, so you all are good to head off the roof and head to the Ripper Dock?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be slightly smiling while we go down. Job well done.
Righto. Alright, so you all exit the roof and are now underway. So it takes about 10-15 minutes for you guys to get a good distance away, and then a further 20 or so minutes for you guys to finally arrive at the Ripper Dock location. It's a kind of interesting little cut in the wall of an alleyway. It's an actual building, but to get to it, you have to go down an alley, go to the left, and there's like a kind of up some concrete stairs, and then there's this building with a large neon sign, which feels weird for it to be there, considering no one could see it unless you'd make the turn anyway, for the Ripper Dock.
Okay. Well,
I feel like
So-
this thing's gonna be right. The longer one gonna hurt you.
let's head in, I guess.
Sure thing. Unless you got a better idea.
No, I'm just gonna head in. I'm in a good mood.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So
in.
you
Is there?
Yep.
Yep.
You open the door, and there is a receptionist. And she kind of leans over. She's kind of a quirky-looking girl, pure platinum blonde hair, but half her head shaved, and it's faded over the side. She got like really deep mascara, and her lipstick is purple. Outside of that, she's just got like a large red sweater on, and yeah, seems like a decent-looking girl. She kind of nods your way in and says, "So, guys are clients, or are you new to town and are just looking to find your way? I get both all the time."
I'm going to turn towards her with my again my most charming smile. I'm gonna say, I've been around town, but I've never been to your nice establishment. How is the doctor in? I'll first ask.
Unfortunately, our normal Ripper Doc is not in, the namesake of the business, but we do have the apprentice Ripper Doc in. He has the full range of training, don't you worry. He's, and by all accounts, fully certified. He's just an apprentice here by extension to his normal contract. But he can perform all the same duties as our normal Ripper Doc.
Right. Well, I'm going to turn to my competitors. We might need a few patch ups because it's sort of, the fun of the streets as well.
I see that.
Yeah. Well, I turn to Sully. Well, if you want to go first.
Yeah, I think I'll.
Before we do that, I'm going to turn it. What is your rate normally here?
Well, as long as the injuries aren't too severe, we are pretty generous about our fees. Overall, I'd say no more than 500 eddies for a basic patch-up, as long as the injuries aren't fatal or near fatal. Generally speaking, bullet wounds are our specialty. We get them quite often around here. So, yeah, around 500 is going to be your, just eyeballing you guys, is likely to be your fee. But any additional or major alterations that we have to make, such as adding a full new implant or adding an armor plate under the skin, subdermally, anything advanced like that, the fees skyrocket quite a bit up. But basic patch-ups are always a simple 500 fee.
Okay. Oh, do you also offer any armor repairs by chance, or do you know anything? Anyone
In
that can
fact,
do that?
we do. That would be my specialty.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go a bit closer towards her, like kind of lean in. And say, Oh, we might need a few new light armor jacks because we got a little bit fun, let's say. How much would that cost us to repair us three? And I'm just gonna like glance towards us,
Well,
towards my two companions.
as long as it is a basic repair and the armor jack hasn't been completely destroyed, it's included in your 500 fee for your injuries. However, if it is a full replacement, then I'm afraid I'll have to actually charge an additional 200 eddies.
Okay, I'm gonna glance down towards my armor jack, kind of like showing it to her, almost like a little bit of a like
By all
pitiful
account,
looking. Like,
it's destroyed if your armor jack hit 0. So if you
it is 0. It's
so,
all 0.
So yours is destroyed.
Mm,
So it's not repairable. It's a replacing job. What about the rest of you two?
Mine's broke.
I didn't even get a hit.
All right, so
right. So
this is 2 replacements. That's 400 eddies.
I'm
900. Like
well,
I'm going to. Okay, so if I turn around and look at the girl, can I judge if she is? What is her reaction to me? So it's like,
Roll
can
me
I
human
judge
perception.
her? Right. Okay. Yeah, I would like to boost that if I can go to a next level, but I'm not sure.
It's up to you.
Well,
You can use
how
luck.
much would I need to get the next 18?
It'd be 18, so that'd be 4 more.
Okay, I'm gonna use 4 more. Why not? Right, I'm gonna boost it to 18.
All right. As far as you can tell, she is friendly. She's open. Not you don't sense any malice or dislike towards you.
Does she seem like she recognized me in any way, or am I a complete stranger? That's what I'm like trying to figure out mostly.
She looks like she's questioning. Like there's a level of familiarity, but it's not like a full on, oh, I know who that is. So at best she probably has a passive awareness of who you are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to look back at the guys like, oh, how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. Name's CV. Local reporter. Maybe you've heard of me.
CV.
Sorry, CK.
I was about to say, like,
Never mind, CK.
is that another
CK,
alias
yeah.
I don't have written down here?
Yes. There are other aliases. Look, CK.
He just doesn't remember his own letters that much.
List CK. Name's CK. You might have heard of the Downtown Badger. This local reporter dealing with stuff like that.
I've definitely heard of you. You're popular around here. I wouldn't
Well.
say popular for the right reasons, though.
Oh, well, reputations can be something that haunts people, I'll say. I would assure you that my reputation may be a bit, well, twisted by my enemies, but I always try to keep nice with everyone. Well, let's say that if I can give a good word around the street about your Ripper Dog, maybe can we get a little bit of a discount, maybe? Sort of deal we can do?
Or persuasion.
Okay.
She kind of, she squints her eyes. As she like kind of glances you over, looks deep into your eyes. Then she kind of shrugs. All right, good advertising always helps. Let's say I knock off 200 eddies of the overall expense today.
That would be lovely. Well, that means I'm just gonna turn to you guys. Well, you first, boys. I'm just gonna stay here and wait for you to finish.
All right, so Sully and Longshot didn't get hit. So just Sully, CK, didn't you get hit?
Yes.
I did get hit.
All right.
Yes.
All right,
I lost
so-
3 hit points and my light armor jack.
Okie dokie. So the receptionist kind of leans back and she yells out, "Rocco, we got 2 patchwork." You hear from out back, yeah, coming. And a young man kind of comes out. He's probably late 20s, early 30s at most, but very youthful in the face regardless. Both his hands are cybernetics. One of them is has 8 fingers, but they're all like a different tool. And the other one is more of a standard hand augment, that being his left. He's like, all right, come on in. I'll patch you guys up. How many of you got bullet wounds, slice wounds, poison? Tell me now, because I need to get everything prepared.
I got a bullet wound in my side.
Oh, yeah, that's a nasty looking one. Right in the waistline. Lucky for you that didn't hit a little closer to the bone, directly on the bone, or directly in your little neighborhood friend down there, huh? Anyway, get on the table and strip. I'm gonna have to... I gotta check for shrapnel. But all in all, I think it looks like a clean break all the way through. Right out to your ass cheek.
I do as he instructed.
Alright, so, you take the pants off, and immediately his other hand, like 2 of the end fingers start kind of like going over the injury, and he opens it up slightly as he injects you with a slight anesthetic. Alright. No shrapnel, clean break, good. Alright, so this is just a simple cauterization and stitch. And his normal hand, he takes off the ring finger of, and underneath it you see like a really hot energy kind of course through that finger, and he injects it right into the injury. And though it's anesthetized, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, though it is numbed, well, let's put it like that, you still feel the heat residually around where it's not numbed, though it doesn't sting too much. But if anything, the most unnerving part is he just cauterized the wound. So you get like a little phantom pain. But it's really quick, stops. And then he does another once over, kind of checks you over, and overall heals you up. So make sure your HP's back to full. Alright.
Okay, while this is going, does the receptionist look like she is up for just a normal chat?
She went out back,
No.
so she's likely grabbing your new
right.
armor jacks.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait then, and I'm gonna go back in. Go after Sully, I guess.
Right. So, overall, the Ripper Doc kind of gives you a clean bill, Sully. Alright. Do you want me to check underneath that mask of yours, or...?
I'm good. I don't.
Alright. I'm not gonna push you on it. As long as you didn't take any bullet wounds there, I guess I don't care much. But otherwise, you're all patched up.
Thank you,
Alright.
sir.
Next.
Alright, I go in.
Alright. So he sits you down on the chair and immediately gives you a once over. Looks he sees where your armor jack was completely busted and your bullet injury. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Right. You're lucky it was the opposite side of your chest. That would have been a heart breach if it was on the other side. Good for you, huh?
I am quite a lucky bastard, yeah.
Indeed. Alright, you got 2 pieces of shrapnel in there. The bullet did fray slightly, but otherwise most of it made it out the other side. Let me remove those, and his index and middle finger turn into like these two tweezers, and he opens it up slightly as he sprays it with an anesthetic. And in his other hand, the one that's got the multi-tool, he starts picking out bits and bobs as he puts like a magnifying lens over his eye. It's not an augmentation, it's just like an actual proper one. And he starts picking out shrapnel pieces and putting them on a side tin. Within mere moments, it's like really fast. You can tell he's done these kind of patches up before. He takes out the shrapnel bits, and then, like before, his ring finger ignites high heated and he cauterizes the wound. Alright, that one was a bit rougher, but overall, looks like you'll be just fine. Cauterizing everything, anesthetic will wear off, so there'll be slight stinging later, but keep that in mind. I'd say the best self-medication for that is either pain meds or a nice brandy.
Yeah, I could go for one. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for coming with us today.
Okay.
And as you guys come back out to the front area, the receptionist comes back and she's got 2 new sets of armor jacks. Light armor jacks, I should say. All right.
Oh, wonderful.
Here you are.
Thank you, dear.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna put my on, give one to Sully, and then I'm going to turn around and deal with the payment. So how much? 700 you said, right?
It's 500 for the patchwork.
Yes.
And 200 for the armor jack.
So 700 total.
For you, yeah. Another 500 and no 200. Actually, there's no 200 for you, so it's actually 500 for you because she knocked off another 200 because of the new armor jack. But it is going to be 700 for Sully.
So total is what?
700. Holy fucking shit.
500 for
What is the total?
patchworks and 200 for a new armor jack.
So 1,200 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pay that. And I'm going to throw in 50 eddies with a kind of a wink towards the receptionist, like, just treat yourself to something nice on me. Yeah, just pleasure doing business with you.
I might treat myself or treat my girlfriend. Either way.
Oh, it's fine. Just remember me for next time. You know, I always want my name to be said in a good way.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks, as always, for the business.
Thank you, man. You should leave.
All right. So you guys finish up with the Ripper Ducks.
Let me see if I did the calculations correctly. Hang on. Shit. Second. Okay, that's fine.
Okie dokie.
It is fine. Okay, as we're going out, I'm going to send a message to Dark Radio. And I'm going to ask him how much would it be if he can do two just short commercials for me on his like on the side.
It takes him a while to come back, and he said around 200 for a short advertisement.
Can we do one whole like one continuous advertisement for both 2 places and say like 180? Give me a little bit of better deal.
A longer advertisement would cost more.
Okay, so can he give me a better deal than that, or is it 200?
It's 200 for a one-time short advertisement. So like a brief, like, and thank you to so-and-so business, and now on to the weather, you know, like that kind of advertisement.
Okay, can I do 2 businesses in that one thing?
Roll persuasion. Or no, roll, let's say trade. Trading?
Trade. Okay, trading. Trading. What was trading? Damn it. Oh, trading. There we go. That's not too bad.
He messages back and says, "Just for you, I'll do it this one time in honor of our new arrangement.
So 180 this one time, right?
This one time."
Okay. Okay, I'm going to give the Ripper Dock a mention, and I'm going to mention the apartment building. So if anyone is looking for an apartment building and a good Ripper Dock in the area, they can visit these two places.
Alrighty.
Okay, and with that, I'm done.
Indeedy. Okay, so you guys have finished up the Ripper Dock, so now you're good to head to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Alright. So you
I'm
guys
just
head-
going to
Oh, go ahead.
also while we wait one last thing. We're going to look at long shots and so you can see. Oh, you are expensive. I can see that. We should talk more later about stuff, okay? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Talking about expensive. Do you wish to see the lady from the Mox again?
Okay, we go to the warehouse.
Alright, so you guys make your way, and pretty smooth walk all the way there. There's really not much going on. Police going by, hearing the sounds of the city, which consists of a lot of cursing. But, yep, you guys get to another part of the coast. You hear the water kind of rushing around, and the sound of waves. It's getting a little darker, too. It's mid-afternoon, so sun's on its way down. And you arrive at a really empty kind of space. Well, it's still part of the city. It's just like it's out past like an underneath an old bridge. You find a warehouse, just a very large warehouse with a really rusty fence all around it. The place looks like it's been unoccupied for a little while, but the building itself actually doesn't look too bad. It clearly had a some kind of like label or business or corporation kind of logo on the side, but whatever it was is completely gone now. So the place looks dead empty, and as you go around to the front gate has what looks like a broken security camera, and on the front there's like an old board that just says "for sale."
Okay, is there anyone around to talk to?
No one seems to be right there. You do see an old intercom.
Okay, anyone want to do the honors, or should I?
You're good at talking.
Yeah, you're the talking guy.
Okay, just watch my back. I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can sense any danger around.
Alright,
Because
go ahead.
I'm kind of on edge. And again, I'm going to use my hearing to give like at least 1 or 2 bonus to that. Like hear if any rustling or moving.
As you look around, seems pretty abandoned. I mean, there are some like hobos and homeless folk kind of around the area for sure, but as far as like directly around you, doesn't seem like there's anything amiss.
Okay, so I go and activate the intercom. Hello? Hello?
How are you? What do you
Anyone
want?
there? Hi. We're interested in the warehouse for sale that you have.
Uh-huh. This true, or are you just more scabs trying to find a new place to hide out?
Let's just say that the downtown Badger is looking for something.
Wait, is that CK guy?
The same one.
I don't like reporters.
Oh, I'm here on private business. I'm gonna assure you that nothing of our dealings is gonna ever go to the public.
Additionally, you fucked my niece.
Oh, well, I'm sure she is a very nice girl.
She was.
Well, is it where the warehouse will say or not?
It is.
Okay, then I'm just gonna turn to Dragonis and okay, you might want to talk with us. Just gonna-
Well,
okay.
I want to see if you could maybe open up for us and show us the place. So we could at least know what we're doing here.
I can do that, but I want weapons holstered.
Sure thing.
Of course.
Alright, I'm coming out. So about like 2 minutes goes by and you hear like a large door by the warehouse open and close. Sounds like a bay door. Like and you see him coming through the bars of the gate. And this really short dude, like not I'd say about midget size. 3 foot nothing. Anatomically, he looks like a normal person. He doesn't have like a midget build, but he is a really short old man. Slouches forward, clearly got a bit of a hunchback starting to go on. Cybernetics, you don't see any. No eye alterations. His hands they're gloved, but you can safely assume they're probably not augmented. He's even walking with a limp, which implies to you that whatever he's walking on is natural. So, as far as you could tell, just eyeballing him, he's not augmented, which is fairly rare, especially in Night City. He's got no
So
chrome.
he's poor.
He's in jean overalls. He's got a white button-up shirt underneath those. He's got boots, black boots. He doesn't look disheveled or homeless, but he's certainly a little bit messier. Looks like very much of a working man.
Can I use concentration to try and remember if I ever remember well who his niece was?
And you can, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try at least. Guess not.
Nope. You've slept with too many girls while you've been in this town.
Well, yeah, I was assuming that, but still, I'm going to keep a few steps.
You
away from the
do
others.
that funny thing where it's like, was that Jessica? No, she cost me like 800. No one related to this man would cost me 800. What was that? Was it that? Like, you start going down the list, but you can't seem to recall anybody that this man reminds you of.
Yeah, and I'm going to stay a little bit back, trying to distance myself from the others to not interfere with their chances.
All right. So he gets up to the gate and he, props himself up on an old, what looks like an old milk crate, steps on top of it and clicks in a code on the door, and the gate opens up. And he walks towards you guys and puts both of his hands on his hips. All right, I'll show you the place. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay out here and wait for you guys. And I'm going to try and find something else to do.
Yeah, while you're out here, try not to fuck anyone else's nieces, huh?
Duly noted, sir.
Don't you sir me.
He's probably going for daughters next.
So Sully and Longshot, you go with him, and he brings you guys right up to the. He brings you guys around back and brings you to 2 very large garage bay doors, big enough that Baba Yaga would have been able to fit in the back twice over. And he opens up the gate. It doesn't seem to be locked. It's like an old school version. You just got to push up on it, and the counterweight yanks it all the way up. And it goes up all the way. And you have to walk up a bit of a concrete lip. And into it, he brings you into here.
Okay, should I jump out of this? Because I'm not supposed to hear this.
I mean, do you guys intend to keep anything away from Tang on this one?
No.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright, so with that in mind, they're just going to tell you what they find out. So, you guys enter in and you see the areas. I had Fog of War on all my maps, and now there we go. Boom.
This gives me memories of a bad space.
Yeah, it's a bit of a common design, so you've probably been in a similar building before.
Yes, I've been shot in a building like this.
Yeah, neat.
Happens.
Well,
You know.
as you can see, though some of the gangway up there is a little rusted, don't worry. I've been walking on it for months, and I haven't even heard the thing creak. It looks scarier than it is, but definitely all the railing is still solid steel. Overall, this place is, how should I put it, in pristine condition.
Sure. And
Nah.
I would take a look around with Sully, just to make sure that the place doesn't reek of a dead body or something.
Stink that obvious, you do not smell. It smells like, old cardboard.
Huh.
Paper, a little bit.
Yeah.
Small musky smell. But anything more detailed than that, you can roll perception.
Perception is a good thing. And I roll shit.
As far as you can tell, looks like a fairly well-built warehouse that has stood the test of time. Definitely not been touched in a long time, but not bad.
I would definitely take a longer look around just to make sure that I don't miss anything crucial that could prove uncomfortable. But it doesn't seem like this space had anything for accommodations besides loads of storage.
Well, yeah, you look around, it's definitely a place that has been built mainly for storage. It's got no like assembly station. You notice several power outlets. Like the place is definitely designed to like power different machinery. The lights came on just fine, so it's not like there's an electrical problem. There's a bathroom kind of out back as you move around, so the place has got plumbing. There isn't a kitchen area necessarily, but you do notice that when it comes to all of like these crates and these stands that they're all on, they got like wheels on them. So this place could be cleared out fairly fast, and you could add beds, cots. You could definitely set up a kitchen. The place is not designed to be lived in, but it can easily be converted into that. Kind of like the most epic studio apartment ever. Even as it is, you look at the ceiling. The ceiling doesn't even have like skylight openings. It's solid plate metal ceiling, so you don't have to worry about any holes or anything. Generally speaking, the place is fairly open concept once you remove all of like the storage elements.
Alright.
But you definitely don't notice anything like there's no rat's nests, no bird nests anywhere. It seems like the place has been kept clean fairly well. The only thing that's a bit amiss is there is some rust on the metal gangway and on parts of the metal storage units that are moved around. But generally speaking, the place is especially how the gate or the fence looks outside, looks pretty rough. But the inside looks well maintained.
So we could probably move here and without much of a problem.
So,
I
what do you think?
certainly wouldn't mind it.
Hmm. How expensive is this place?
Well, I own the place wholesale, and I'm willing to do one of two things. If someone wants to pay a mortgage type deal thing with me, I'm perfectly okay with that. Pay a monthly rate. Or if you want to buy it outright, I'll give a discount on that.
What's the cost of both?
Well, monthly fee costs, utilities are all provided on top of it. Total amount would probably come to about $1,200 to $1,300 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And to buy her outright, I'd say market price would go for 10,000 eddies, but I'd be willing to drop that all the way down to 8,000.
Okay. The thing is, we've got some friends we've got to talk to. So we'll get back to you as soon as we know what we're gonna do.
Sounds good.
Depending on the situation, we're gonna probably lease it first and maybe buy it later.
Well, right now, I got no other buyers lined up, so you got plenty of time. But don't think that'll last forever. Trust me, there's plenty of people who will want this spot the moment they hear about it. And I'm starting to spread the word. So don't dilly-dally too long, huh?
Sure thing.
And as you guys walk out, he closes the door back up and escorts you to the front gate. And that's about it. Generally speaking, outside of the warehouse itself, you also get the entire property, including the parking lot. Overall, I'd say about 10 acres worth of land. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I hope you all have a wonderful day. My number should be right on the board out front. And last things, all I have to say is tell your friend to keep his dick in his pants.
I have told him that numerous times before. It has not worked so far. I should try again.
You're talking to a bunch of randos, not the Messiah.
Well, I'll bring Jesus the way I know how best. The shotgun. Now, get up!
Sure thing.
Alright, so you guys exit out the front gate, and he hops back on his box, clicks the buttons, and the gate closes. And you see him waddle back to the warehouse.
I'm just waiting outside, looking around, just waste my time.
Well, pound for pound, that's definitely a better deal than.
That was
For
a
the
charming
space
individual.
we get it, it's a good deal. The problem is just
Yeah, yeah, money.
Wait, how much was it?
how would we
wholesale?
live there?
Uh,
8,000.
Wholesale 8,000.
Okay.
And if we're just gonna rent it, 1,200 per month, which is not that bad of a deal.
Okay. So we are now out of the whole thing, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so Dave told me what it is, and I think so. What do you guys think? Which one would you prefer?
I'd certainly prefer the warehouse.
A warehouse would be nice, and we would have lots of space, but we don't have the cash right now.
At
That
the moment.
might be changeable, but okay. And I'm gonna look around to see if anyone's close. Gonna huddle up a bit. There may be a way to get cash, but I'm gonna need some information about your past dealings and the whole, explosion things that happened. And I don't mean anything just out of the ordinary. I want solid information. You know how I do.
What exactly did you hear?
Let's just say that there are people willing to pay quite a substantial sum for any scoops around that thing. And if I can add any more spicy details, of course, guaranteeing your and my anonymity, that would be, well, more for us, I guess. But of course, I would need some sort of, well, proof or guarantees. Any, I don't know, recordings or items or whatever you can give me to ensure the
it's not like
credibility.
we had the time to record stuff when we were being attacked, so I don't
Maybe
think we've got
something-
anything in that direction.
Maybe something from before. Any footage or audio you have?
Oh, we
anything
got a lot
pictures?
of different types of footages.
Oh.
And let's just say most of that is not the best stuff for us.
We shall see. We shall see. Okay then.
I'm gonna look over at Sully and I'm gonna say, I'm rather sure that depending on the situation, we could get into trouble if people know
Without a
that we
goddamn doubt.
put that information out there, you know?
I'm going to look at them and I'm just going to like squint my eyes and. You haven't dealt with any corporations now, have you?
Not directly dealt with them, but uncomfortable business, you could say.
What do you think of Arasaka Industries?
They're all a piece of shit.
Fuck 'em.
I'm actually going to try and judge their reaction with human perception to see how they react to that when I mention Arasaka.
Go right ahead. Are you guys going to contest it?
No.
I might as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be pretty hard to tell you have a reputation with Arasaka by just saying fuck 'em.
I'm going to try and judge your reaction to what I like. Send my
What would I
feelers in.
be? Would I be using? What would I need to roll for that?
Persuasion.
Let's see.
I mean, I doubt I'm gonna.
Nope.
Nope.
Uh,
Worth a shot.
I read you like an open book.
So, especially since long shot isn't showing it, the tension the moment you brought up Arasaka was palpable. It's like a wave of just fuck smacked you in the face.
Alright, that just made me drool. Okay. I need to. We need to definitely show me this information, and at least I'm prepared and not say the wrong things to the wrong people by accident. You know, information is power, right? And yeah, that's it. That's it for now.
All right.
If the others want to share anything, I'm always open.
Well, you do know that I don't like corpos. That's
Oh, yeah.
barely news.
Oh yes, but there is not liking corpos, and then there is, well, the other stuff. You know what I mean? And we don't want to get any cybernetically enhanced individuals on our ass now, do we?
Nope.
I see.
Let's just say meeting too many cybernetically enhanced people usually always leads to problems.
Okay, I would need you to tell me everything about later. Not here, not now. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading back to White Man's apartment, I assume.
No, yeah.
Unless you've got something else to do.
Let me think. Well, I'm going to actually go. I'm going to ask to go back to the apartment, or actually, I'm going to try and contact the Moxie's leader again
Well, you
to
don't.
see if she's available for a meetup.
You don't have her contact. You have your old friend's contact, and Sully has a contact of Evangeline.
Which was oh, the old friend. Okay, so never mind. My old friend's contact. Yeah, I want to contact her
Yeah,
and see if she is up for a drink, maybe. Just a chat, basically.
Okay. God, I wish I had my notes on her. I don't have them on me. Fuck. I will definitely have to hunt for those after this session, but for now, just we'll call her Rocky.
Yeah. Well, that would be fine because I'm not good with names. I usually forget the girls I've been with, the names of them. So I usually try not to use any names when I talk to them.
So you're just a bad person.
Shush.
All right. So you ring her up, and it goes to voicemail.
Right. I'm just gonna leave a voicemail if she is. If she has some free time at any point. Maybe we can grab a drink, something.
Righto.
Okay. That's that. Then I'm going to try and head down to the apartment. If the boys would want to accompany me.
All right.
Sure thing. At some point, I will need to check if we can sell some guns.
Well, actually, do I know any place where you can do that?
Off the top of your head, no, but you all have the power to look it up on your agent.
I am going to look it up.
I'll look it up myself, even though I
Yep.
don't really have anything to sell.
Let's do, what was it, library?
Yep. Library search. All right.
Actually, hang
you
on.
find 6 gun stores just along the route all the way back to the apartments.
God bless America.
Well, let's visit them and see what they offer as prices.
All right. The nearest
buying.
one, the nearest one is Bimbo's Big Irons.
I'm not gonna pick that one.
Moving on.
Okay. The next-
Holy shit, is that a horrible name, sir?
Ouch. Okay. The next one after that is Hot Lead.
Let's go there.
That's pretty good.
All right. So Hot Lead has a pretty recognizable logo. It's it's a cartoon bullet with sunglasses on, and in and just behind it is like a cartoonified picture of the sun. That's like the logo. It's just like a cartoon bullet with sunglasses on with a big old grin and the sun behind it. All right, so you walk on in, and the shop's pretty cool looking. It's very full of guns and ammunition. I just type in what we have. Okay. Yeah, and it is got like 6 or 7 customers going right now. There's a sign right hanging in the middle of the store that says "Gun Range Outback." No free tests. And yeah, you just see guns as far as I can see. Everything from assault rifles, semi-automatic, fully automatic, heavy machine guns, light machine guns, grenades, C4. Pretty much the full lot. Most of it locked in cases. But you can see them right through the glass.
Interesting.
Well done. Let's see if he will buy some second-hand guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, barely used.
And also, I would like to haggle and trying to use my conversation skills to try and get a better deal if I can.
Yeah, you can try and do that.
Alright, so what is it? Persuasion?
Trading.
Actually, let's see. Okay, let's see what he offers first, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
All right.
do that.
So you guys walk up to the front desk, and you have to wait in line for like a couple minutes, not very long at all. And you walk up, and there's this bald guy with a very like charm to, like he's got a very large bushy mustache, purely bald. Kind of looks like the Monopoly guy, but with like a black mustache and really thick eyebrows. His head is completely organic, but both his hands are cybernetic. Though you don't know how far up they go, you can only see the wrist and through the tips of the fingers. But both are cybernetic, and he's got like a really like warm grin to him. He's got like that. Well, he's almost debonair, kind of suave to him, and he's even in terms of his dress. He looks like you pulled a character right out from like a 1700s or 1800s kind of film. Like the late parts of his fashion feel like you could see them in like a 1920s gangster film, where it's like a nice suit tie, but remove the suit. He has no blazer, but he's got the vest. He's got the tie and the white button-up shirt, nice dress pants and dress shoes. But the way he's like carrying himself is more like suave, if that makes sense. Like this guy has got like charisma. He is charming. Feels very much like he should be hosting like a casino or a show somewhere. Hey, welcome to Hot Lead. It's always good to meet new people. So, how can I help you, gentlemen?
I'm gonna get out a duffel bag and put it on the table or on the storage front and tell him I've got some second-hand guns, you know.
He is, though you can't see his lips underneath the mustache, he like this massive, like his pearly white teeth grin goes on his face. Always love to see nice trade-ins. Heavy ammunition rounds. Decent quality, not been damaged. Oh. Unfortunate, these pistols, though. These are a dime a dozen, I'm afraid. I can't give you too much for those. See. These assault rifles. I could definitely make something of these with enough repair. Shotguns. These have certainly been through the ringer. I would certainly take some time to repair. 60 shotgun shells. Yes, these are very good indeed.
Let's just say the people may have dropped them under bad circumstances.
Oh, no need to tell me this or that. I don't care. I am a man of business. I buy what comes. I don't care how you got it. I don't care if you blasted them apart yourself. I don't care if you kindly asked for them and they were gifted to you. Regardless, it matters not. All I appreciate at the end of the day is a good amount of business and customers. Now, overall, this is fairly good stuff. The rounds are certainly the most valuable thing you've brought me. Unfortunately, the shotguns and the assault rifles are damaged. So I will have to spend some of my own time and resources into repairing those. So overall, I'm willing to give you 600 eddies for the lot.
Okay, I'm going to
over at CK.
I'm going to smile at him and just going to. Oh, that is a very generous offer. However, I'm sure that well, first of all, selling in bulk, I would say, would be a bit more profitable. And of course, we always like to have repeating business again as well. So maybe you can give us a little bit of a better price and get some other future endeavors dealing exclusively with you, because you see, there are many other shops that will probably show interest, of course. And I mean,
oh, absolutely, I have no doubt. Bimbo's Big Irons, Chelsea's Hot Iron. Oh, you can go all through the street and find all the different gun stores, and no doubt they will all give you their own offers, but I highly doubt any of them will be as generous as I, offering 600 eddies. I mean, just look at these shotguns, my good man. Dented, busted, look like they were dragged right out from the Badlands. Assault rifles? It seems like someone used these as a battering ram before they used it to fire projectiles. Honestly, and these heavy pistols, no offense, though in good quality, are quite a cheap brand. Like I said, the most valuable thing here is the rounds. I consider myself quite a generous man, offering 600 eddies.
True. That is indeed a generous offer, but would you like to have someone of repute around the streets having a good word around your shop? You know, someone of the media type spreading the word, maybe. What do you say? Do you think we can get a few more eddies just for reputation increase, maybe?
Roll me
And I did
persuasion.
hear that. Also, I'm going to mention that I had heard that some other shops, like the Big Iron, are offering more for guns at the moment. Persuasion. Okay, I'm going to boost that up to 8,
Okay.
just in case.
I'll tell you what. And I'm afraid I can't go any higher. So this is a one-time offer. I'm willing to increase the amount I give you for precisely 200 more eddies. But you are required to make a purchase today. I don't care what it is. Could be an ammunition pack, could be a gun, it could be a silencer or a modification. All I want is for you to show me that you're willing to buy from me, so I know I'm actually dealing with just a customer.
Right. Tell you what. Okay, I'm going to look. How does he sell the rounds? Like the.
He sells them in boxes. Looks like standard like packaging in boxes.
Okay, so how much would be a very heavy pistol box? Like a round worth and money worth?
For a 30 count, looks like it's about 30 eddies.
Right, I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
I would look around for a sniper rifle if he has one.
There is 3 sniper rifles on a back wall around one edge of the shop.
Okay. Are there prices named to them or not?
Yes. The biggest one, which clearly is the highest caliber, that one seems to be going for 2.2k eddies. The more medium-sized one still probably packs quite a punch, but it seems to be going for around 1800. And the smallest one, you predict probably not the most brutal caliber. That one seems to be going for about 1300.
That's a lot for those guns.
Yeah, maybe later.
Hey, but guns are actually quite cheap.
I know I could use some more very heavy pistol ammo, so.
Oh, how much? 3, 4 boxes?
I'd say about 3 would do.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take 4 boxes and like they're gonna offer 4 boxes, and I'm going to look at the guy and I'm gonna say, and let's just say that word around the street is there may be firefights happening, so you might want to look around in your business. There might be a lot of people looking for guns around. Keep that in mind for next time we deal with.
My good
us.
sir, how long have you been in Night City?
Oh, I have been quite long, but trust me, there's going to
Then-
be a lot more searching.
Oh, trust me, I'm aware. Business is booming, and as any good businessman, I keep my ear to the ground about the latest ongoings. And the stuff with the mocks and the animals, as well as the tiger claws and Arasaka. Juicy stuff, my friend.
Yes, I have heard around that as well. Well, shall we just say it 800? And, well, let's see. Would you say 700 if we get 4 of the boxes of ammo?
Wait, you want him to go down?
Well, I'm going to offer him. He pays us 700 and gives us 4 boxes of ammo instead of 800. So we kind of pay with the money he gives us instead of getting 800 and putting 120 back.
Deal.
Right? Okay. So Dragonis, mark up 700 eddies. I'm gonna grab one of the boxes, which was how much? 30 rounds.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna grab one of the very heavy pistol boxes and I'm gonna throw the other 3 to Sully. Pleasure doing business. And
Likewise,
I'm gonna...
we'll always be
Right.
happy to have you come in again.
Right. Okay. So,
Just
gentlemen.
need some more tiger claws for that.
Well, we can always find more, I'm sure.
It's not like they grow on trees.
Well, with the current situation, you never know. Right. So, should we head back to the apartment building?
Sure
I'd
thing.
recommend it.
Are you talking about the Mox one, or are you talking about White Man's?
Oh, I was looking to try and find any information from the Mox, but I guess that wait. Yeah, maybe we should go back to Waitman's. If anyone else wants to do anything.
Because I've got nothing to do anymore.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Oh, one more thing. Can I try and once again decode that radio signal with what was it? Let's see, 1000.
1201-1.
Yes, 1201-1.
Yeah, you can try again.
Right. Okay, so that was basic tech, right?
Yep.
Basic tech plus. Where was it? Plus this one. Nope. I do need to find someone that can do that.
Unfortunately, you still only get at best bits and bobs.
I also need to read about the scrambler and this scrambler, how exactly they work. I'm not really sure if that's the proper way to use it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't think so, because with cryptography, it's actually like affecting the programming, like your programming.
Well, it's usually the thing that I can, if I don't have a descrambler, I cannot tap to scrambled communications. But if there is a descrambler, I can access them, but I guess it should be something.
Well, the thing is, with how the scrambler descrambler works, is it's its own dedicated device. You just activate it or use it a certain way, but it's not like you're actually programming or altering the programming or code yourself. That's why I'm hazy on whether cryptography would actually be used here.
Well, it doesn't really matter though. Anyway, moving on.
All right.
You mean in the end it doesn't even matter?
I like Linkin Park too. Anyway. So you guys are all heading back to White Man's apartment.
Yep.
All right. You make your way through the city as the sun goes down. It's nice and dark. There's still lots of noises in the city. Gunfire, explosions, swearing, cussing, sirens constantly going on and off, trauma team going overhead. The city is abuzz. Life is booming. And though it's a dark, horrendous place, it is exciting nonetheless. Alright, you guys arrive safely back at White Man's apartment, and we're going to end the session there, because at this point, I'm not sure what you guys can continue to do on your own, especially if you're meeting back up with the group. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
I
also
can think of
wondering,
a few-
there's not much we
yeah.
can do without the rest of the group right
yeah,
now.
we pretty
I
much
mean-
did everything we can do with you guys on your own for right now.
Yeah, most of the things I want to do is basically gather them up and get all the information I can get so I can figure out the scoop and potentially get that 10k that was offered. So, yeah, we might find some money if I'm careful enough, but that's later.
Indeed. Well, how was the session, guys?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Good
It
mix
was
of
it was a
everything.
yeah, it was fun. I ruined my reputation again. They got to shoot. Fun stuff.
Yeah, we definitely need to do more combat. That way we can start getting an
Oh yeah.
overall feel for it more.
Yeah.
And next time when we have more combatants, I can just be on the side recording instead of trying to fight. which I'm not good at.
No. You take part in the combat.
Yes, I take part. I document it. The documentarist that records everything.
Oh, you're the guy that always contributes to the team effort.
Yes, by letting you guys get famous.
Because that's what we want. Being famous. Because that's not a big fucking problem.
Oh, that gets us money, okay? That's what I know. If you want to do anything else, go ahead. That's my job.
Ah.
Fair enough.
If you didn't want to have that, you shouldn't have called me, okay?
What would you guys say the highlight of this session was?
Oh,
Hmm.
I like the
highlight.
fight.
The
mean,
gunfight was good.
Yeah, the fight was really good. Yeah, the fight was good. I found out a lot of stuff which are interesting, which may or may not cause trouble again, but we shall see.
I find it interesting that depending on who shoots, it's very easy to hit someone.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It can get really painful really fast.
Yeah, the game's definitely not designed for long, drawn-out combat. For the most part,
Yeah.
everything is built around it. I can definitely see like where Mike Pondsmith and that whole crew are coming from. Like they're trying to make the gunfights feel like a gunfight. Like getting shot is brutal.
Yeah. And if you get a critical hit in, that really is extremely painful and really fast.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that
The thing is, you can get a dismembered arm from one critical thing. That's the low end.
one thing I want to add is, are we going to assume that we reload every time we're out of combats, or how are we going to deal with that?
That's my assumption. Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And I also made a custom face down roll just in case we ever need it.
Good. Yeah. All in all, I think it was a good session. Hopefully next time we get the whole crew. But,
Hopefully, yeah.
The chances are low, but we will try.
I actually need, hang on, I need to note down that CK now knows that Paladin is a woman, because that's gonna be
Oh
important.
God!
I
I
actually need to note that down. Hang on.
Should you actually flirt
Okay.
with it? This is gonna be
She'll-
bad for every person involved.
She'll
No,
never have another
listen.
moment of peace in her life.
No. I am not this. I am not that horny. I don't go for everything. I pick my targets.
Sure.
pick your battles.
Yeah, and that's the battle I'm not gonna pick. I don't want to die.
Wise. All right. Well, thanks everybody so
He
much for
doesn't
watching.
die between the thunder thighs.
You know she's coming for that dick, CK, when you hear the clap. All right. Well, thanks everybody so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this session of Cyberpunk Red. And thing is, I don't think we're playing next week because that's another one of the off weeks. So we'll be playing the week after. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. Yeah. Have a good one, everybody.